Welcome to Mount Vernon Rams Baseball on WMIX and WMIXSports.com, where you can listen from any device. Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports is powered by the official voice of Rams Athletics, Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Rams Baseball is also sponsored in part by the Medicine Shop of Mount Vernon, Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. Red Lake College. Save thousands on your college education. Log on to rlc.edu. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto on Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a Hospital. Raising the Bar. Winning Edge. Schmidt Ford of Salem. And also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Landers Collision Centers of Mount Vernon and Salem. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. All Stars and Stitches. Central Christian Church. And People's National Bank. It's time to join Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski for Mount Vernon Rams Baseball from the Ford Square WMIX Sports Mobile Studios. The Landers Collision Center's pregame show starts now.
And we welcome you to Waterloo, where today the Mount Vernon Rams return to the diamond against the Waterloo Bulldogs. A sight unseen since the 2012 regional. Of course, we'll talk about that a little bit later on here on your Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Good afternoon, Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski alongside Holly Carroll back at our WMIX studios in the King City. So glad you could join us today, of course, for the Mount Vernon Rams to return to the diamond, as we said. 1-2 on the year. Didn't play yesterday. That game was postponed due to the cold temperatures. We'll talk about what that will be made up after a quick break. We need to take one of your Landers Collision Center's pregame show. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC.
Renly College's Adult Volunteer Literacy Program is looking for volunteers to help stop adult illiteracy. Give the gift of reading and be a hero forever. Renly College will provide you with training and materials to help adults develop the basic reading ability needed to excel. You can work one-on-one, tutor a small group, or work with students in an adult education classroom. Experience the joy of helping others and change a life. Call Renly College's Volunteer Partnership toll-free at 800-369-5321, extension 1342.
This is Chase Landers with Landers Collision Centers. Imagine this. You're driving down the road. It's dark as can be outside. Thank goodness you just had that left headlight bulb replaced. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to see a thing. Now, close your eyes. Okay, don't close your eyes. You're supposed to be driving. Imagine noticing a slight twinkle off to the left, just above the ditch. What is that, you think to yourself? All of a sudden, whack! You've just encountered your first deer hit. The left side of your vehicle is beat up pretty bad. The next thing I want you to imagine is very simple. Picking up your phone and dialing 1-888-LANDERS to set up your repair. Deer claims are common, and usually a very simple process, which fall under comprehensive coverage. This is Chase Landers, asking you to allow Landers to be your collision repair shop of choice. Whether it be a deer hit, fender bender, or the regular, uh-oh, sorry mom, Landers is here for you whenever you need us. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball.
And we welcome you back to Waterloo on WMIX, WMIXSports.com. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside for the Mount Vernon Rams and the Waterloo Bulldogs. It's been a nice little rivalry matchup dating back to about 2011 when these two teams met on a Wednesday afternoon back at Brennan Klein Memorial Field. We fast forward to 2014. And here we are at Waterloo, side of the infamous 2012 regional semifinal game between these two teams. Rams and Bulldogs went to extra innings, and then a ground rule home run ends up winning the game for the Bulldogs. And it's a sight we may never see again. It's a sight I never ever thought I would see. But in that game, yes, a ground rule home run that ended the Rams' season way back when.
I think you go back from that, also a sectional final. Was that correct? Because Mount Vernon playing Waterloo in a sectional final at Centralia, and then turned around and got grouped in the same regional in 2012. Of course, that ended up not the way it was. Last year, Waterloo got to a regional final and lost, but returned 13 seniors from last year's team that went 24-11.
Well, and of course, you take a look at this team depth, but of course, great coaching for both sides in this matchup. But I remember back to that matchup scheduled in 2011. Coach Holloway said, "Hey, we're going to put Waterloo. We got a game coming up with them. We're going to schedule them." I think it was a one-day notice type thing because that happens to arise in spring sports. He said they're going to be pretty good, and that'll be a great matchup for us. And little did we know at the time, Garrett Schlecht, of course, would be drafted in the Cubs organization, a key starting pitcher for them, but also, I believe, in the outfield for Waterloo, a team that went on to win that sectional, and who knew at the time there'd be a sectional championship game at the Central Sectional. But a nice program they have here. You may not hear a lot about them, but in that tough Mississippi Valley Conference.
A unique last few games between these schools. Of course, last year it was about 25 degrees colder, and they decided to play at Mount Vernon last year in 13. And, of course, in 12 was the infamous game here in the regional. 11 was the sectional final. So it seems like every year when these two teams get together, there's always something odd about the game or what importance of it. And, of course, here today, pretty plain, except that Waterloo begins their season. Mount Vernon playing their fourth game today.
Well, this is the Rams' fourth game. Of course, yesterday's game, due to the cold temperatures, was postponed on Monday night. So we'll make that up on, I don't remember the day of the week, but it's May the 21st is when they will make that up against the Triad Knights, of course, at Brennan Klein Memorial Field. And I have a feeling it'll be a much different Ram team coming into that part
That'll
of the
be a Wednesday. Graduation for Mount Vernon High School is on the 24th on a Saturday. Same day as the doubleheader at Highland.
There you go. One of my favorite places to go. Anytime you can sit on top of the dugout, you're doing something right. That's all I know. Page Insurance batting order for the Rams. We'll meet them in just a moment, of course, on your Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. Call 1-888-Landers. That's 1-888. Landers. 49 degrees here in Waterloo. Winds will gust out of the south-southeast about 18 miles per hour throughout the afternoon, maybe get into the 20s. But that was the temperature last year in the 20s. I believe a wind chill of about 24 degrees, so by comparison, about plus 25 on the thermometer.
Well, wind chill, you could almost say, as wind chill last year, I think, was about 20. So today in the 40s, almost 30-degree difference. And again, it's part of spring, it's part of this. But last year, that was crazy, just about as much as it was crazy on Monday during the softball.
Now that was nuts. That was nuts indeed. Oh, wow. So glad to be with you here from Monroe County. Of course, tomorrow we come to you from Richland County, whether for many it'll be the Lady Rams traveling to Albany. We'll have that game for you here on WMIX as well as WMIXsports.com. 4:15 slated to be your pregame at about 4:30 your first pitch here on AM 940 and, of course, WMIXsports.com. Page Insurance, you can find them on Crown View at Mount Vernon. Log on to pageinsurance.net or call for a help quote at 242-7000. We need to meet the Rams batting order.
Well, the Rams lead off shortstop Ryan Campbell, followed by second baseman Reed Millwood, and at third will be first baseman Jake Pike. Thomas Weber, the catcher, bats fourth. Jackson Horton, DH. He is the DH for Mr. Gines, who will be playing right field. Batting sixth will be pitcher Brock Fulkerson. Batting seventh will be Derek Hayes at third. Eighth, Blake Jones in center, and batting ninth will be Zach Brookman in left field for Tim Holloway's Mount Vernon Rams.
Of course, the Rams come in with a 1-2 mark. That's the first one of the year against Pinckneyville Panthers last week on a Wednesday afternoon. So a week ago, then they go to Civic Memorial up at the Salto. They lose that game, so a 1-2 mark. And if you're the Rams, of course, you're itching to get a big win here on the road today and try to prove something against a team that is expected to be a sectional contender, of course, in the Mississippi Valley Conference. You take a look at the regionals that were released yesterday, and very glad to see that Mount Vernon will be hosting the 3A regional this year.
Mount Vernon will host a regional with what I call the Big Four of the South 7 and probably soon to be South 7 School Heron in the future. We wish.
Tee-hee.
We tee-hee. And, and Waterloo will also get a host of regional, Cokia, Columbia, East St. Louis, and Mascoutah, or Moscow, Utah, as they say over here in these parts of the St. Louis area. So a lot of two teams with a little different look, I think. Mount Vernon, the youngsters, three returning players from last year, basically two returning starters. And you look across the way at the third base dugout, Waterloo's a team with 13 seniors, top pitchers back, loaded with pitching up and down their roster. So this is a little different setup. And then talking to the Mount Vernon coaches for the game, you're going to see your number one in Nunnery out of the gate. And then Reddick will probably come in at number two because their game tomorrow has been canceled. So Waterloo might be throwing their 1 and 2 here today against Mount Vernon.
Of course, the Rams will have tomorrow off, Friday. Welcome in the St. Teresa Bulldogs from Decatur before traveling to Mattoon on Saturday. for the annual doubleheader. The JV will play at Brennan Klein Field, while, of course, the varsity will go up to Mattoon High School to get that one in. Confirmed that unless something happens, that one will be back at the high school this time around. So will be a right-hander on the hill. Austin Nunnery, of course, impressive statistics from a year ago, comes in as the ace.
Mr. Nunnery last year was 4-4 with a 2.8 ERA, 2.80, 44 strikeouts. And he returns to Mr. Reddick, who's not starting today, who was 6-3 at 1.91 and 47 strikeouts. And think about this, Mark Vogel, the head coach of Waterloo, he is now 15 wins away from the 400-win mark.
And we'll probably hit that this year.
Yeah, probably the first 2 weeks.
But a great guy. Of course, emailed them before we made the trek over and said that, they'd have whatever we need. And it's just been nice to encounter their professionalism and, of course, their hospitality over here at Waterloo, where we are now treated very well in multiple sports.
Right. Which really coming to Waterloo.
Which is more.
Well, yeah.
You know what? If you're going to build an athletic complex, this would be the way to do it.
Well, here in Belleville West, 2 great athletic complexes, the way they have them spread out. They have a baseball field, 2 softball fields, a tennis courts, track. Of course, along with their turf football field. This might be the way to do it. Wide open, spread out. This particular settlement, I like Belleville West layout. When they built their school, I just think that schools that are getting ready to do something ought to take a look at some of the ideas the Metro East schools have done over here.
Of course, mentioning the ones that haven't already made their decisions, of course, that might be in the planning stages. Those that will listen. As we're about to get it away from Alfred Rams Baseball Day, first pitch was supposed to have been at 4:15. It starts just a little bit late today, of course, just past that 4:15 start time. Campbell, Millwood, Pike to get it going in the top half of the first inning. So glad you could join us. Don't forget to give us a follow on the Twitterverse at WMIX Sports. We're on Facebook as well, facebook.com/WMIX Sports. Simple as that. Blood pressure slowly going back down, of course, as we look at the Waterloo Bulldogs defensively. Good sell. Mycock and Campbell in the outfield from left to right. It's Hoffman, O'Gwen. We'll figure it out. Schaub and Hebel from third to first. With Johnny Albers behind the plate for Austin Nunnery, the right-hander, who will pitch out of the stretch to open things up here. With the first pitch landed to come at 4:18. Here it is to Campbell. Strike across the plate, 0-1. Rams baseball, of course. Community First Bank of the Heartland is the official voice of the Mountford Rams, as well as high school sports here on WMIX. We'll talk more about them after the 0-1 is going to miss high. 1 ball, 1 strike. We'll double-check the accuracy. Wind picking up, of course, winds out of the south-southeast today. As the 1-1 pitch will catch the corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Campbell. Millwood and Pike to follow. Of course, just asking up for the 1 account. It's rechecking and high yield interest to Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Oh, Nunnery out of the stretch. The right-hander will fire, and out in front of it is Campbell. Retired on strikes for the first out.
Hold the arm down a little bit. Curveball bang, low and away, and all Campbell could do is wail at it.
Of course, as a team, the Rams are hitting just a smidge under 300 with a .430 on-base percentage. But maybe the most telling statistic, of course, for the aggressiveness of this Rams team is 12 stolen bases through 3 games. 1 out, nobody on for Millwood. The right-hander takes high. Check to swing. It'll be 1 ball, no strikes. To read Millwood with Jake Pike on deck. Of course, maybe the other telling statistic is the fact that as a team, the Rams have a .595 earned run average. 1-0, shows bunt, drops down to the third base side, just scoots past the chalk. It'll be 1 ball, 1 strike to Millwood.
Bad idea. So watching the infield practice, infield warm-ups, you could tell that the infield was quite thick. A lot of the times the players will walk across and they'll cover up the logo on the shoes, but the ball popped through the grass pretty well-manicured field, much similar to what it looked like. We came here 2 years ago with a pre-drought. The drought was starting. It was yellow then. It's yellow now, being dormant.
1-1 to Millwood. Here comes the fire from Nunnery. Catches the inside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pike on deck with nobody on. 1 out here at the top of the first. No score yet from Waterloo. The Rams and the Bulldogs. It's become a nice annual tradition between the Rams out of the South 7 Conference and Waterloo out of the Mississippi Valley, as this will be in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Millwood.
Makes perfect sense. Waterloo already plays Carbondale in football. Mount Vernon plays everybody but, I believe, Jersey in baseball. That just would make perfect sense, minus a couple of things here and there.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Millwood. Here it comes. That one's going to just miss low. Full count.
That's a good look by Millwood, how he was able to stand there and not pull the trigger on that great pitch. No, that's a pitcher's pitch there. He had to let that one pass.
Rams picked up Civic, I believe, in either 2010 or 2011. Not that far removed from when they picked up Waterloo. Is this going to be popped up? We'll screw the foul territory. Might hit the fastball here. The drive between the two fields.
One unique thing about Nunnery on the hill is he is going out of the stretch completely. More comfortable that way, even though nobody is on base.
Usually hear guys who would rather pitch out of the windup all the time and have to be relegated to the stretch, of course, with runners aboard. Here comes the full count offering again. Popped up foul. We won't have a chance to grab this one, but it's nearby. That'll hit the concrete. We'll do it again.
That's a squishy ball now. It hit right on the concrete.
Not one you want back. Now it's full count again to Millwood. Wears high socks, no stirrups. Giant-like socks once upon a time, I believe.
Lester Posey occasionally pulls them out.
Full count again, checks the swing, that misses high. So the Rams get their first base runner on the one-out walk to Millwood. They'll bring up the lefty, Jake Pike. Gets a chance against the right-handed pitcher.
Great at-bat by Millwood. Down 0-2, 1-2, worked his way back, fouled a couple off, and was able to get a stick on it. The wind right now at our back, but that means it's pulling out the left and left center. Southern winds try to take over here in March.
About an 8-pitch at bat for Millwood. It results in a walk. Here comes the first pitch to Pike. Millwood's going to stay put. But then it'll be 1-0 to Jake. 5 Jefferson County branches and responsive quality service for all of your accounts. That's Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. 1 on, 1 out, south of the first, no score. The Rams and the Bulldogs. Rams have Jake Pike, the first baseman, at the plate. He'll check his swing again, but that one's going to catch up and under the shoulders. Right over the plate for 1-1.
Facility has no markers on the outfield fence.
We guesstimated last time.
Yeah, it's one of those nicely cookie-cutted parks in the outfield around that fence. I'm going to say similar depth as pitched for the first. Nothing there. I'm going to say similar depth maybe to what Brennan Klein is, the way the outfielders are positioned and how much real estate is behind them. Maybe a little shorter, but still a pretty nice little ballpark.
Out of the stretch, Nunnery, the pitcher. Here it comes. This will be fouled off toward the high school. Spike at the plate. Millwood on the base pass. He's on first with 1 out here in the top half of the opening inning. No score yet between the Rams and the Bulldogs. You thought more like Brennan Klein. I thought more like Marion.
Marion's a good example.
Not quite that shallow.
Yeah, not that shallow and left. Quality ballpark, though. There's a lot of room for outfielders to run.
Oh, we've seen interesting things happen. This one's going to get away on the bounce back to the backstop. Millwood heads to second, puts the runner in scoring position now for Jake Pike.
I said this matchup is obviously, last year was 25 below. Year before was the ground rule home run. Year before that was sectional final. I mean, they have always figured out a way to have an interesting storyline.
They've come here twice in 2020.
Yeah. This year it's more of youth versus veterans.
The regular season match at 12, they were going to have to dodge raindrops all day, and the rain ended up dissipating for whatever hit the ground. Nothing ever came through that night. That's actually not a good day. Back 2 seasons ago, here comes the pitch to lefty. That'll be a punch out on the outside corner. Second strikeout of the day means the second out with a runner in scoring position now. It's an RBI chance for Thomas Weber, who arguably has been the team's best hitter early on.
Well, has his swing in tow already this year. And a lot of good hits in the first 3 games, and in that 4th spot, probably going to be his spot all year as long as he's playing.
Weber leads the team in extra base hits and runs batted in. He's batting .750. Not bad. Thus far on the season, the right-hander will dig in. RBI chance with the runner on second base. 2 gone, top half of the first. Nunnery looks back at Millwood. Here comes a bender inside. Nothing to 1 to the catcher, Weber.
Nunnery right now is interchanging that curveball, throwing it early, middle, and late counts. And the first 3 to now 4 hitters from Mount Vernon really off balance waiting for that pitch.
I'm always amazed by the vehicle's back. I forget there's a road behind the center field fence.
Yep.
As this is another strike across the plate, nothing in 2 to Weber.
And that's part of the deception of being here is the fence to the outskirts of the school facility goes around and the road is behind that fence. And a little deception there as far as seeing baseball clear of the fence.
Well,
not much. At least it didn't fit down.
As we wait the 0-2, here it comes to Weber. Front puts it foul, and it'll be 0-2 again. 2 gone here at the top of the first. The runner aboard is Reed Millwood. He walked with 1 out. Rams have an RBI chance, looking to strike first. Try to get some scoreboard updates today. Not a lot happened yesterday, mostly in the deep south of the St. Louis Metro East. You can find scoreboards every night. There's local action at WMIXsports.com. 0-2 the count. Thomas Weber, the pitcher Nunnery, of course, out of the stretch. Here comes. This will be a called third strike to end the inning. The Rams stranded a runner here in the first. No score. This is Rams baseball from WMIX Sports.
The Chevrolet Open House event is going on now at Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. Come see the finest American-engineered and manufactured lineup of great vehicles, which come with free maintenance for 2 years or 24,000 miles, 336 bumper-to-bumper, and 5-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Toyota, Ford, and Chrysler can't touch this. Come to Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Your spine is a miracle of engineering, so when pain strikes, your body is telling you to get help fast. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois is proud to feature their spine care team. Doctors Kowalski and Smith, the professionals at Orthopedic Center, specialize in back and neck pain. So put our spine care team on the job. Find out more online at orthocenter-si.com. Stop the pain, fix the problem, and enjoy life again. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Broadcasting live from the WMIX Sports mobile studios, driven by King City Chrysler. This is Mount Vernon Rams baseball.
WMIX, WMIXsports.com. Glad to have you with us. So we head to the bottom half of the first inning with no score from Waterloo. The Rams and the Bulldogs. We need to meet the Bulldog batting order, courtesy of Page Insurance.
Leading off, Ryan Aycock, followed by Johnny Albers in the 2-hole, and Zach Schaub in the 3 spot. In the cleanup spot will be Reed Hoffman, followed by Nathan Goodsell and Austin Campbell. 7, 8, 9 is Tyler Hebel, Sean O'Mean, and Jake Messina. For the Bulldogs at Waterloo High School, coached by Mark Vogel.
Bulldogs in their opener for the 2014 campaign. Of course, we told you the Rams are 1-2. Rams went on to state last year, pitching in 4th place. Of course, for the Bulldogs, they actually lost the regional championship game at Columbia. Lost to the Mascouda Indians 3-1. Of course, pitching it will be 6'5" senior Brock Fulkerson. He'll have Thomas Weber catching him, Derek Hayes, Ryan Campbell, Reed Millwood, Jake Pike third to first, Zach Brookman, Blake Jones, and Zach Giles left to right in the out. The first pitch is going behind tight. 1-0 to Aycock. WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Next pitch misses high, or misses low into the dirt, I should say. Good backhanded grab by Thomas Weber.
Brock pitched 8 days ago at Salem. Didn't have that usual control we've been used to over the years. Second start of the year.
2-0, and that's going to catch the inside corner. 2 balls and a strike to Aycock. Albers and Schaub to follow here in the bottom half of the first inning. See if the Bulldogs can strike first. Here comes. That's going to be fouled off. And just like that, it's 2-2 to Aycock. No score over there on the opposite diamond. The Lady Bulldogs hosting the O'Fallon Lady Panthers. That scoreboard update, of course, is presented by Tony Wilcher, State Farm agent of Mount Vernon. Find them online at TonyWilt.com or look for the white State Farm Jeep around town and get you a better state with State Farm. 2-2 pitch on the way. Check swing outside corner just like that. That'll be the first strikeout of the day and the first out of the inning for Brock Fulkerson and the Mount Vernon Rams.
2 number ones going today for both teams. You expect a lot of strikeouts here in this one. 4 already to be exact. All 4 game outs by strikeout.
Here comes. First pitch on the way. It's a fastball to Albers. The catcher swung and a miss. No balls and a strike. Lady Rams softball returns to the airwaves tomorrow. They head to Albany. 4:15 your pregame, 4:30 your first pitch here on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. Good bender there by Brock. That's 0-2 on a called second strike. Adidas for Waterloo. Very nice. Nike for the Rams, and here comes. Front-footed that time. I got away from Weber. He'll pick it up and fire on down to first for the second out.
2 outs now. Brock right there. That's a curveball almost looks like on the low 1 pitch. And threw one low into Dirk Confidence and catcher Tommy Weber to catch and get in front of that ball and knock that down.
And that'll bring in the right-handed Zach Schaub, the second baseman. 2 outs, nobody on here. Bottom of the first, no score yet. Between the Rams and Waterloo. First pitch on the way. It's going to miss low and inside. 1-0 with Reed Hoffman on deck.
The catcher for Waterloo, Albers, in that previous at-bat had a wristband on. All the plays are numbers or colors, much like you see in NFL or football with guys having wristbands.
This is going to be raked through. Past the diving Pike into right field. It'll be picked up by Zach Gines and fired in. Damage limited to a single there. The 2-out variety. It puts a runner aboard for Hoffman, the third baseman.
Pitch high and away, and all Schaub did that time was take that bat, go with it late, throw it past first baseman Jake Pike into right field for a 2-out single. First hit of the game for either side.
Reed Hoffman, the third baseman, will stand in. 1 on, 2 out here. Home half of the first. No score. Rams and Bulldogs. Pitch on the way. Be a ground ball to Hayes at third. Picks it up off of the hop. Fires over to first. Pike grabs. And now they'll retire the side. 1 hit, but a stranded runner for the Bulldogs in their half of the first. No score. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. By now you have heard about our new One Checking product. The new One Account is a high-interest earning, free checking account designed for everyone. Unlike other banks that pay interest on higher balance, this account pays interest on all balances. From high schoolers to Warren Buffett, One will work for you. You can talk to one of us at 244-3000 and learn about the details. One, exclusively at Community First Bank. You will be one happy customer. Member FDIC.
This is your local State Farm agent, Tony Wilt. I want to thank Mount Vernon and the surrounding area for continuing to support us over the past 5 years. If you have never sat down with someone to go over your insurance program, let me invite you into our office. Let us show you what working with the industry leader, represented by a local agent, can do for you. I'm located just off 42nd Street. You can reach our office 24 hours a day at 242-1421 or on the web at tonywilt.com. Thanks again, and go Rams.
This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
And we welcome you back, WMIX, WMIXsports.com. Sometimes things that happen during the break are best left unsaid, so we move on with action in the top half of the second inning. No score here from Waterloo. It'll be Horton, Fulkerson, Hayes in this top half of the second inning, presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking with 5 Jefferson County branches. Melbourne, Dix, Woodlawn, and Ina. Online at comfirstbank.net. So you can read up about all of their accounts, including now new One account featuring free checking and high yield interest. Also a kids account. Want to get them started on the saving track. No score. Horton will dig in. Jackson, of course, a lefty. Big burly type. He takes a strike inside. 0-1. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left aboard for the Rams. No runs on 1 hit with no errors. And a stranded runner for the Bulldogs as Horton gets set. Kind of a spread stance there in the left-handed batter's box. You'll try to rip through a fastball high, 0-2.
Love Nunnery early. If you're Waterloo, you got to like seeing what you're seeing because he's moving that ball all around the zone with 2 pitches. He can place it anywhere right now.
0-2 the count. Here comes another, and that's going to just push it off the plate outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Horton. Volk on deck for the Rams, followed by Derek Hayes, the third baseman. Rams, of course, back in action on Friday. Decatur St. Teresa comes to the King City. Pitch on the way. Ooh, this one's going to be fouled off. Doesn't quite get to the high school. It stays 1-2. Rams have Matt Toon on Saturday, a doubleheader on the road before a busy week next week. A very busy week. Busy week for WMIX Sports as well. 1-2 swung and a miss on the outside corner. 4 strikeouts now. 2 swinging, 2 called. Pretty good start.
Wow, swinging and missing right now.
Using his pitches effectively. Not a huge repertoire. Just good at mixing them.
You can say that on radio?
Yeah. Oh. It's one of the few words I possess the ability to say. As the first pitch to Brock. Waves to the fastball, misses 0-1. Then like College powers our video streaming. It returns this fall, of course, from Alfred Rams football against the Taylorville Tornadoes. Presented by Red Lake College. Next pitch, fastball, swung and a miss, 0-2.
I got another look-alike for somebody.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Left or right?
Right.
I like mine.
E-dub.
That's going to be...
I got it. A little extra here, a little extra there.
Yeah. Good times. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count to Fulkerson. Nobody on. 1 out, top of the second. Scoreless thus far. Nielsen, this one. It's a ground ball to second. Shot picks it up, fires over to first. 4-3 is your second out.
A little different swing. The first few batters from Mount Vernon trying to pull the ball. And Brock Fulkerson, of course, none of these working high and away a lot, or high, low and away. And he just went with the pitch that time, got some good metal on it, just with a ground ball out. That's what you're going to have to do with a guy like Nunnery that's moving around the zone.
So that'll bring in Derek Case, the third baseman. Nobody on, 2 out in the second, no score. It's a low strike for 0-1.
Yeah. But it's consistent.
That's all you can ask for. Low wasn't meant to necessarily argue the call. Just trying to spit it out. Just swung and a miss on a high pitch. 0-2 now to count to Hayes with 2 outs with nobody on.
Well, a lot of aggressive swings early in the count here from Mount Vernon so far today.
What a week they have coming up. At least here on WMIX, WMIXsports.com. It's 0-2 is high. Waste pitch that time. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
At Benton Monday. I know at DuQuoin next Friday. They have Altoff at home sometime that week. Maybe on Tuesday.
Here it comes. Ground ball, left side of the infield. Third baseman picks it up. Fires over to first, and that's going to pull off the bag on the air, and that'll allow a Ram runner aboard here in the second.
Third baseman went to his left. Cox picked it up, and then when he threw it, the old inevitable drop of the elbow and drop of the arm, and any time you do that, that ball is going to sail away from a fielder, and it did that time. The first baseman had to come off the bag, so he's 5. So Mr. Nunnery will have to get 4 outs in this inning. That was pretty well given.
That'll bring in Blake Jones, the center fielder, with a runner on and 2 outs here. Top of the second, no score. Rams trying to threaten against the Bulldogs. Fastball in there for a strike, 0-1.
I got handcuffed there that time. Blake Jones, Tim Holloway.
I got it.
Shoe shops in a lot of places. Yeah, not together, but came back with similar bright orange.
Shoe not as bright for baseball. For BJ, that's going to be high.
No, I mean,
1-1.
I'm sure in a darker, dimmer lit gym, they might be bright. You're out here in the wide open.
There's eyes, but those were the only lights provided at Shagnon Gymnasium this past winter. That was not a bad bit by. That's just illustrating the brightness of the shoes as the 1-1 catches inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Runner on first, 2 gone. Stops the second, although I realize where that could be misconstrued as a bash. Certainly not the case. Not this time. It's 1-2.
They're talking to Nunnery that he will have, on a cold day, I don't understand this. The umpire's telling him he has to come off the mound. And I don't understand it. Usually on a day like today, they're going to let the pitcher blow in their hand anyway. I don't see a problem on a day like today why you don't let the pitcher go to their, blowing their hand on the mound and make them come off the mound.
2-2 the count with 2 gone. No score. Top of the second inning here. Rams at the plate. This is Blake Jones. Swung and missed. 5 strikeouts on the day for Nunnery. We head to the bottom half of the second inning. No score. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
You can count on us. Yes, you can.
Chrysler continues to raise the bar with huge incentives. Hi, Roy Schmidt, Chrysler dealer at King City Chrysler Center, Mount Vernon. Chrysler is offering a $3,000 rebate on all new 2014 Dodge Avengers, plus an additional $500 when you finance through Chrysler Capital. That's $3,500 in incentives on the all-new 2014 Dodge Avenger. Bring in your trade, even if you owe $9,000 more than it's worth. Our finance department will get to work for you and find the best rate and payment possible. Come talk to one of our sales associates and see how you can drive away in one of our over 25 in-stock 2014 Dodge Avengers. We are at King City Chrysler Center, 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, or browse our inventory at kingcitychryslercenter.com.
You can count on us. Yes, you can.
WMIX Sports is your home for the Mount Vernon Rams, powered by Community First Bank.
And we welcome you back. WMIX, WMIXsports.com. The Mount Vernon Rams here at Waterloo against the Bulldogs. No scores. We head to the bottom half of the second inning. We'll be 5, 6, and 7 to up. Good sell, Campbell and Hevel. We're the Bulldogs, coached by Mark Vogel, with sitting, I believe, at 385 career wins. Here comes the pitch on the way from Fulkerson, misses low, 1-0.
Nobody's been able to get past first base so far. An inning and a half.
1-0, called a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike down, a good sell. Of course, not our usual perspective. Leading off toward the first base dugout to the right, similar setup as we had at the 2012 regional. It's a 1-1 low. 2 balls and a strike to Nathan Goodsell, the left fielder. Still seeking to score the softball diamond as well as these 2 games are pro.
Yep. Our friend parked a little too close that time.
Well, our friend...
He got nicked.
Our friend knows better.
Yeah, he just went back, check it out.
Because this on 2-2 lifted into center. Blake Jones will retreat, make the grab. There's your first out.
Yeah, our friend stopped by between innings, and then he is quickly heading back to the vehicle to assess what happened.
That's his buddy. He hired him.
Well, no, our friend is...
Yes, pay people to come with him.
Yeah.
2 balls. Where are we now?
Tony Wiltweiner.
There you go. Scoreless over there between Waterloo and O'Fallon in the bottom half of the second inning up there on the softball diamond as the first pitch to Gamble is high. This is Austin Gamble, the right fielder for the Bulldogs. 1 out, nobody on for Waterloo in their half of the second, no score. Scoreboard update is presented by Tony Wilt, as this is going to be a dribbler foul toward the Ram dugout. Use the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. You can find Tony Wilt in the corner of 42nd and South Water Tower, Mount Vernon, or look for him on the web at TonyWilt.com. And get you a better state with State Farm, especially if you can find that white State Farm Jeep around town. Not hard to do. 1-1 will be ripped in the right field on the run is number, well, it used to be 16. I have no idea what number he is now. It's Zach Giants.
Yeah, Mr. Giants. He's 16 right now. Tough sun field today in right field. You're looking directly into the sun. Here, the way the field is concocted. Not a lot of clouds in the sky that way, so you have to stare into the teeth of the sun. Second out of the inning, though.
2 outs here in the bottom half of the second, no score. This is the first pitch fastball high. 1-0 to Tyler Hebel, the first baseman. Waterloo was supposed to have played tomorrow, but that game has been postponed.
They're supposed to play Westland, I believe.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So this is tipped foul to the backstop. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Oddly enough, this is their first game of the season. A lot of teams by now, like Mount Vernon, have 3 and 4 games, and this is number 1 for them.
I noticed in the Valley, that's pretty common.
Yeah.
Rams have been the first game for every opponent thus far. This is fouled off behind us. It'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes. They were the first opponent, obviously, for Salem. First opponent for Pinckneyville. First opponent for Civic Memorial. And would have been the first opponent for Triad, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And now the first opponent of the Waterloo Bulldogs. Ho-hum. 1-2 coming. Front foot. It'll be a ground ball to short. Campbell, a nice move off the hop. Fires over to first in time. Good snow cone scoop there by Jake Pike. So 6-3 retires to side. 1-2-3 go to the Bulldogs for second. No score. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
What does technology sound like? Is it the clang of heavy machinery, the beeps and chirps of an electronic gadget? At the new Good Samaritan Regional Health Center, technology sounds a little something like this.
It's the sound of a young girl excited because her mom's being released the same day as her minimally invasive surgery. Thanks to the Da Vinci surgical robot, our surgeons' hand motions are seamlessly translated into smaller, more precise movements. But surgery isn't the only way Good Samaritan is raising the bar for advanced healthcare in Southern Illinois.
That's the sound of a patient's health record being updated and stored electronically for immediate access by nurses, primary care doctors, and specialists alike. That's why soon, the new Good Samaritan Regional Health Center will use all electronic patient health records. Less paper translates to faster, better care for you. And that sounds a little something like this.
The new Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a hospital, raising the bar.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball.
Well, get back to Waterloo here, home of the Bulldogs. The Mount Vernon Rams, of course, and the Lou tied at nothing. There has been no score yet.
Oh, one hit.
You want to know why I said that?
Why?
Because I'd already said Waterloo once, and I didn't want to be redundant. So I had to come up with something really quick, and I already said Bulldogs as well.
Went through a lot of little towns on the way over. Took a different route today.
Yeah, we did.
We do. Took the Route 15 to Route 4 to Old Route 13 to New Route 13 to 156 to 159.
Got to see some friends in St. Laborie on the way over.
Oh, yeah, St. Laborie.
known to do some trading in St. Louis. Exchange wares. Of course, mine was cash for my particular wares. Danny rib roast one time. Here comes the first pitch to the at bat. It's a Zach Brookman. It's a ground ball back to the pitcher. Fires over to first up Thundery. And on the bunt, 1-3 will retire for the first out.
Went on the new Athens-Darmstadt Expressway.
Also known as the C.J. Cruiser Expressway.
Right. Haven't seen him yet today. First Principal Brian Sharon from Blueford.
Yes, he is.
He'll be superintendent here next year.
That's the first pitch to Campbell. It's a strike. Struck out his first time. You're not accustomed to seeing that out of the junior shortstop. Millwood follows. He walks back in the first. It's been the only Ram base runner today. Both teams limited to one base runner apiece. Both were stranded. You're in a scoreless game. Nothing you want. Campbell's going to
pound one in the earth.
Yeah, he did.
Pounded that one. That was a
foul ball.
That was a non-box score chop. That was a spongy meat. Sponge. Hit it and went.
Community First Bank of the Heartland is the official voice of high school sports here on WMIX. 5 Jefferson County branches, of course. Your community, your choice, your bank. Community First Bank has friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs. Would love to be the first to say, welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Nothing to do to count to Campbell. Good eye there. It's going to be 1 ball, 2 strikes. That was well low.
Oh, that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Yeah,
you're a hitter gunning for something, and Campbell may have tweaked something there. He kind of acted different. We had to stop that swing pretty quickly.
1-2, and Unruh out of the stretch. Here comes the right-hander's offering. This is going to be foul back to the backstop, lined back. Stays 1-2.
Of course, Waterloo's got some pretty nice uniforms till you get to the pants. I just think baseball and softball pants should not be white.
They actually have multiple different uniforms.
Yeah, well, the white pants.
I think the pants are constant.
Yeah.
Rams, of course, in gray pants, the famous black tops. Haven't seen the gray unis yet, may not. Here comes the 1-2 again. This one's going to be jammed foul. Look out, softball diamond. Ooh, they're all right. 1-2 again.
Well, they about picked 2 of them off out there.
Did they really?
And the third baseman were close.
Oh, it's track of it. Kind of like how we played duck hunt as a kid. And then it would get off of the screen, it'd go too high. And then the dog would laugh at you. Yeah. 1-2. Count here to Campbell.
Gotta be careful, duck hunt.
Yeah, you do. Ooh.
Second strikeout.
Strikeout swinging. There's your second out of the inning. Nobody on, 2 out here in the third. No score yet between the Rams and the Bulldogs. How about Second Chance Auto? Largest selection of pre-owned vehicles, priced under $10,000 in one location with no fancy sales or gimmicks, just honest deals with great financing for all at Second Chance Auto. Got 142 East in Mount Vernon. I can still hear the duck hunt theme music in my head.
Yeah. Mike Tyson Punch-Out, that was always a classic on that.
Was it Glass-Eyed Joe or Little Joe or something?
Oh, yeah.
Nothing to count the bill. He walked his last time, was stranded on second base after a fastball. Here comes. Ball outside, 1-1.
It always felt so good when you got to Mike Tyson.
I'm going to tell you right now, I never got to Mike Tyson.
Oh, yeah. Then you felt bad when you got beaten like 5 seconds, and then you'd have to go back up through the ranks again. Oh,
so there's a cheat out there somewhere.
There was a cheat code. There always was. Always felt good to get him once in a while.
1-1 coming. This can be fouled off. Look out, softball side. 1-2 here in Millwood. Probably not old enough to have been alive when Duck Hunt came out, or
the only thing I would say about these 2 fields are you need to spread them apart just a little bit more. Probably should have went farther south with the softball field away from here.
Here's some netting. Any places do that. Waved at and missed. So there you go. 1-2-3 go the Rams here in the third. Still looking for their first base hit. No score. We are through 2.5 innings from Monroe County. This is Rams baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC.
You need a great quality new-to-you vehicle. There's a reason why Second Chance Auto has been helping put families into affordable, dependable vehicles for over 34 years. Honest, fair deals. Ain't nothing fancy, just great vehicles with warranties and bank rate financing for all. That's the only way Second Chance Auto will do business. They're receiving new vehicles every day. So be sure to stop by and find out how you can save thousands on the total cost of your vehicle. Helping people get in a great, dependable vehicle for over 34 years. Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Call 244-45 8582.
WMIX Sports is your home for the Mount Vernon Rams, powered by Community First Bank.
And welcome you back, Monroe County. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside Holly Carroll back at the Mount Vernon studios. We head to the home half of the third with no score. Again, Bethania and Aycock here. 8, 9, and 1. This is going to be ripped into right field down the line. It will be cut off by Giants to keep it a single. It is of the leadoff variety for the shortstop. Again, 1 on and nobody out here at the top of the third.
You were talking about duck hunt. Mike Tyson punch out. We had a text come in. RBI baseball.
That's a good game.
Now, another one that was a classic was Blades of Steel.
Uh-huh.
That was amazing. You could actually drop gloves and fight.
Yes.
And then Tecmo Bowl.
Yeah.
Tecmo Bowl was awesome. There were a lot of hours.
What I loved were these games that weren't ever licensed. And
yeah.
Fun sit on a pop-up, calling off the pitcher, Fulkerson, was Derek Hayes to make the grab. So sacrifice all for none.
Good talk there. That time you had Hayes and Fulkerson getting close there, and Hayes called him off. Fulkerson being the pitcher, backed off. I just know Tecmo Bowl, if you got a certain team, I can't remember what it was, I'm sure Tex will let me know, but if you got a certain team on Tecmo Bowl, it was hard to beat. RBI baseball is classic, though.
I always hated the games that weren't licensed. Here comes, and most of them weren't at that time.
No.
As this one, this outside, want to know. I had Wayne Gretzky hockey, which was an atrocity. I won't go AOJ.
Blades of Steel, though, you could drop gloves and fight, move the controller a certain way.
1-0 the count here. 1 on, 1 out. Swung and a miss. It'll be 1-1 Aycock with Albers on deck for the Bulldogs. No score here at the bottom of the third inning. Let's see, what else do we have? I had the actual Major League Baseball game that came along in 88 with the 87 rosters.
Yeah.
Oh, the Orioles had some ugly colors on there as this is low.
Uh-oh, got another one.
It'll be 2-1 now to Aycock.
Oakland with Bo Jackson. Yeah, I think it's right. Either Oakland, Bo Jackson.
Yes, it was.
Top.
Yes.
But no matter what you did defensively, you couldn't do anything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
2 balls and a strike, 1 gone. A runner on first base for the Bulldogs. Fulkerson out of the stretch will fire. Fastball low. Catches. Even the count at 2-2.
That's just an evolution of games.
Oh, yeah.
Stretch of times from the Atari, the
pitball,
stick, ColecoVision.
That's pitball. That was a good game. Legend of Zelda, where you had to hit reset before you turned the power off.
Yeah.
When you're done, because it had a battery in it or something. 2-2 coming. Here it is. Ground ball just past the pitcher. Fulkerson up the middle. That'll be the third base hit of the afternoon for the Bulldogs. Puts runners at first and second on the 1-out single.
Interesting. Fulkerson probably had a shot at that, but he didn't know if he was going to get it cleanly or not. Let it go through, and middle infielders converged, and neither one of them made an attempt to really stick a glove out. I wonder if they had talked, could have knocked it down.
You know what the most patriotic this game was?
Which one was that?
It was double dribble. You had to stand on your cap before you ever played.
And then that evolved into NBA Jam.
Yeah.
Because that was always at the mall. You go NBA Jam.
And that evolved into an actual console game.
Yep.
As with 2 on and 1 out at the top of the third, in steps Albers. Fulkerson fires the first pitch strike, 0-1. Albers struck out swinging his last time up. Oh, good time.
That evolved into Nintendo. Of course, with Mario Brothers.
Yeah. Donkey Kong. Among others.
Oh, Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man.
Uh-huh. That's in the arcade, mostly. That was a good stop by Weber, 1-1.
I had Miss Pac-Man.
I had the actual arcade.
Yeah. I still got the Atari that works somewhere.
I have emulators on an old Xbox somewhere.
Yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike. Johnny Albers, catcher, 0 for 1 today. Has 2 on and 1 out in the bottom half of the third inning with no scores. That play's not going to work today. It worked against Civic.
Well, that wasn't a set play that time either. Middle infielder move. That was just kind of keep that guy close. He was kind of, the runner at second was kind of getting an extra step, getting a little one-way action out there.
1-1 coming. This will be taken high. It'll be 2-1 Albers.
I just remember on Pitfall with stop.
I had Airwolf the game.
Yeah. Pitfall had those blocks of gold and silver. It was like rectangular
When I had the game Airwolf, I had never heard of the TV series. I just one of those freebies that my dad got brought home.
All right.
Awful game. Did not like it. 2 balls and a strike to aboard here for the Bulldogs. Home half of the third. As this is going to catch the low edge of the zone. 2-2.
Low and in. Nothing you can do. Good pitch there by him. He needs what Fulton needs here is a strikeout. That way he can eliminate, get the infielders back a little bit.
2-2 the count. Here comes the pitch on the way, and this one to be fisted in the shallow center on the run and colliding with his shortstop is Millwood. He made the grab and held on, but we're more concerned about the safety of both players. Yeah. That'll be the second out.
Where you have to talk, and that's where you have to communicate.
They'll
and
try to
say, I got it. Now, I know the shortstop was there, but that's where these two guys are running out there, and second baseman can overcall the shortstop. One of them has to stay back for the base anyway. Center fielder wasn't even out of play, and they're going to have to call each other off on that. That's a good way to get hurt.
That'll bring in Zach Schaub. He singled his last time. It was stranded aboard first base. We're here in the bottom of the third inning. No score yet, 2 on and 2 out. Bulldogs trying to make something happen with Schaub.
So you don't mind the play, but you got to make sure it talks. You don't have those collisions.
WMIX Sports Mobile Studios are driven by King City Crisis Center. Checking on the runner at second, nothing doing.
Yeah.
King City Crisis Center, home of the Express Lane, fast oil changes and more. They're at 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon. It's service without appointment. Oil changes and more, literally. Wilkerson looks in out of the stretch with runners on first and second, 2 outs here in the home half of the third. Pitch is coming. That's going to catch the inside corner to Schaub. It's 0-1. I don't even know what my favorite Nintendo game was. There you go. 0-1 the count. Here comes the pitch from Fulkerson. Ground ball to the shortstop Campbell. No props. Scoops over to Millwood for the out at second base. So 6-4 retires the side here in the third. No score. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Did your bank recently stop offering free checking? People's National Bank still has free checking with the added convenience of a Visa check card, online banking, bill pay, money pass, and mobile banking. Stop by People's National Bank located at 413 South 34th Street in Mount Vernon today for details on how to get your free checking account.
People's National Bank, serving Southern Illinois since 1909. Member FDIC, non-usage fees may apply.
For 16 years, I wrote about the area's great teams. Now I'm part of a great team, the sales team, Schmidt Ford of Salem. Hi, folks, it's Mike McManus, and I'm proud to be part of the Schmidt Ford family. Whether it be a new or pre-owned vehicle, let me or any other of our professional sales consultants help you find your next car or truck. You'll be glad you did. So stop by Schmidt Ford of Salem or visit us online at schmidtfordofsalem.com.
Back to Mount Vernon Rams baseball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
Welcome back, WMIX, WMIXSports.com. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside as we dance from the top of the 5 o'clock hour from Waterloo. Rams and the Bulldogs scoreless as we head to the top of the fourth with 3, 4, and 5 due up. It'll be Pike, Weber, Horton for the Rams. Try to think of any others that were good Nintendo games.
Contra.
Yeah, never played it.
We were told via Twitter that the games where Oakland had Marcus Allen, Bo Jackson, and Tim Brown. That's not bad, Teresa. And the Chiefs had Barry Ward and Christian Okoye. The Nigerian Nightmare.
That's a time I didn't like football as a kid. Unusual how things work out. That's probably one of my favorite sports is Pike shows Bond trying to get on a quick move out of the left-handed batter's box, but takes a strike for 0-1.
Well, in 30, 40 minutes, 3 innings. Not bad. These two pitchers on a pace to get to an early supper reservation.
0-1 pitch on the way, of course. Nunnery is pitching out of the stretch today, and it's quickly an 0-2 count here on Pike, who struck out looking his last time up. Weber and Horton to follow here in this half inning for the Rams. Say about Winning Edge, one of our Rams boosters here in just a moment after the 0-2 pitch to Pike. This will be fouled back toward the high school to our left. It'll stay 0-2. Baseball and softball seasons are here, but what about your corporate season? Make the call to the bullpen for Winning Edge's high-quality embroidered apparel to equip your employee team in style. Pardon me, Winning Edge, downtown Mount Vernon. 0-2 misses outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Pike. Weber on deck. Of course, this is WMIX Mount Vernon, a free service from Withers Broadcasting. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside Holly Carroll back in our Mount Vernon studio. Nunnery out of the stretch. Base is empty. Pike leads it off. Pops it sky high, third base line. The catcher at third base will go give chase, and Hoffman will come up with it. in front of the third base dugout for your first down.
Decent amount of room down the lines here. Of course, what happens is once you get about three-quarters of the way down each line in the outfield, the fence will shut in, as that is the bullpen. They have the fence of the field used as a backstop fencing for the bullpens on the outside of the field.
Smart move.
Yeah, this is a pretty well laid out thing. The only thing is it needs the baseball and softball field a little further apart. Other than that, very well done here as far as their school and athletic facilities are laid out.
1 out, base is empty for Webb. He'll take one high. And it'll be 1-0 to Thomas, the catcher. Jackson Horton, the DH, is on deck. Fulkerson to follow. Should the Rams get that far in the lineup? Here in the top of the scoreless fourth inning. Nunnery, of course, has been very effective today. 6 strikeouts on the day. Here comes the pitch on the way, and Weber's going to lift this one deep in the left field. On the run, hits the fence. Weber's around first, headed for second. What a cannon by the left fielder. But it will be a stand-up double for Thomas Weber.
That was a line drive, pitch up in the zone fastball, belt high, and Webb hit one and it went about three-quarters of the way. By the time it landed, it hit three-quarters of the way up on the fence. Great play by Letzler Goodspell to get that back in, and really had the shortstop went out for a better cut with the first baseman coming in behind. The first shortstop didn't go out for a good cut. First baseman didn't get there in time. They might have had a chance to throw Weber out. It's a good play by Goodspell.
That was quite the hit. Third double on the season for Thomas Weber.
No-hitter done now for Nunnery. First hit for the Rams today. 1-out double.
RBI chance for Horton. Struck out his last time up. 1 out here in the top of the fourth. No score yet for the Rams. JV team's playing right now at the old high school, I believe. Here comes the pitch on the way. Foul off of the, I believe, the mask of the catcher for 0-1. Community First Bank of the Heartland is the official voice of high school sports here on WMIX. Find them online at ComFirstBank.net. They're all over Facebook and home of the one checking account. It's free checking and high yield interest. Speaking of which, 1 out. Nunnery, the pitcher out of the stretch, has been all day. Has not been out of the windup once. Ooh. Good job by Horton to lay off of that one. 1-1.
Locked Horton up. He just had to hope that pitch got out of the zone. It did. Nasty pitch by Nunnery.
Runner on is Breen Smith, of course. Actually, no. Connor Story. My assumption. I apologize. Didn't look at the uniform. Here comes the 1-1 pitch on the way. Off the outside corner, left-handed batter Horton. 1 ball, 2 strikes. No score. Who is going to crack the goose egg first? We're in the top half of the fourth inning. A 1-2 count on the batter Horton. And a runner on second base. So an RBI opportunity for the Rams. For just the second time today with 1 out here in the fourth. Nunnery looks into his catcher, wearing sleeves as instructed. Nothing doing there on the check of the runner at second base.
Communicate there that time. I think the pitcher crossed both middle infielders up that time, so the second baseman ran in and talked to him here on the way back out.
We're Second Chance Auto, another of our Rams booster sponsors. Home of the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles, priced at $10,000 in one location. There's a reason they've been around 34 years. Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. That'll head for the greenhouse. Pike fouls it off with the third base dugout, as Horton fouls it off with the third base dugout, 1-2.
Kind of shot to go through a greenhouse. It hit the dirt first, then hit the plastic. Therefore, slowed down the brunt of the hit.
Horton, the designated hitter, bats for Giants. Runner on second, 1 out here, top of the fourth, with no score. Rams trying to strike first. Pitch on the way from Nunnery is going to, just miss off the outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Wow. I think if I'm Nunnery, I'll throw that pitch there again just to see if that umpire won't call it. That was a pretty good pitch.
2-2 the count. Bottom of the fourth inning, we'll see the hearts of the Bulldog order. You're the Rams. You may want to try to get this run across the plate now. No score yet. Top of the fourth. 1 out. Runner on second. Horton will get out in front of it for the strikeout. 2 outs here in the fourth. Over in Brock Fulkerson, a chance to help out his cause. He grounded out to second on a hard hit ground ball his last time up back in the second inning.
7 strikeouts for Mr. Nunnery.
Two gone and a runner on second for Fulkerson. Stands in. Grounded out to second his last time, as we told you. Nunnery will fire out of the stretch. This can be a fastball inside. 0-1 here to Fulkerson. Good pitch. Well placed. Fulkerson, the Ram pitcher, didn't get the decision back at Salem. Rams open up with a loss to the Wildcats last Tuesday on the road. 0-1 the count here. 2 outs and a runner on second base. Here's Connor Stewart. This is a bender in there for a strike. 0-2. And just for the Rams able to get a base runner, they've had 3 today. Stranded the first 2. We'll see what happens. 0-2 the count for Folk. The right-handed batter against the right-handed pitcher. The left fielder playing a little deeper. From this perspective, looks like the center fielder's playing straight away. As Nunnery step off of the rubber for just a moment. About halfway home here from Waterloo. 0-2. Here it comes. Inside corner. That's called a third strike. And we are halfway home. No score. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
How can we keep the people we love safe and secure in their own home? Let the Medicine Shop's home medical equipment team help you with all your mobility and specialty product needs. They provide mobility products like motorized scooters, wheelchairs, and home stair lifts. The Medicine Shop's expertly trained staff can also provide car and van lift installations, and they offer a full service repair facility for medical equipment, whether you purchased it from them or somewhere else. Here's pharmacist and pharmacy owner Eric Black.
We service a 60-mile radius area, so a pretty wide area. We service orders from several area hospitals, and we have the staff in place that really sets us apart. We have 3 respiratory therapists and 2 seating specialists to help with seating on wheelchair and power chair needs. And we just feel that we have the staff and the warehousing and the facilities in place to really set us apart from any of our competitors in the area.
The Medicine Shop Pharmacy, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Streaming worldwide at WMIXsports.com. This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Welcome back to Waterloo. The Mount Vernon Rams and the Waterloo Bulldogs. Scoreless as we head to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Reed Hoffman, Nathan Goodsell, and Austin Campbell do up for the Bulldogs as Brock Wolferson has looked a bit better today.
A lot better, but no run support for either guy on the hill right now.
First pitch of the inning to Hoffman is going to be lined foul toward the first base dugout. Quickly, it is 0-1. Of course, the lines today, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 3 left aboard for the Rams. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error. 3 stranded for the Bulldogs. Principal just checked in. Yes, he did. Ground ball to third. No problem for Hayes. He'll fire over to the diamond. Pike will take a grab, stayed on the bag, and that'll be your first out.
Nice little pick there by Hayes. Soft hands, took an odd hop on the last bounce, and able to cuddle it softly into the mitt, throw it over the first.
That's left side for the save.
Yeah.
That'll be the first out of the inning. Brings in Goodsell. Flew out to center his last time on a fly out. Flight out. We've had this argument before. And this will be a pitch up and in. Goodsell, 1-0. Yes, we did.
I think he flew out, did he not?
I thought that's what we decided was
because you cannot fly out.
I think that's what we've often seen.
He flied out to left.
Yeah. As dumb as that sounds, I think that's what we argued about, that sounds stupid. That's what a lot of people go with.
Yeah, they flied out here, flied out there. Well,
tap foul, third base side, 1-1.
Yeah, it flew out.
It's my personal preference.
Yes. Flew out to left, grounded out to short.
Video streaming returns in August. What'll be the return pitch here on the 1-1. Fouled off softball diamond side. It's 1-2 to Goodsell. Video streaming will return, of course, as we told you. Rams football presented by Red Lake College. The video streaming is. Save thousands of dollars on your college education. Log on to rlc.edu to find out how. Next pitch on the way in the dirt. Good waste. It's 2-2. Wilkerson took a no decision to open the year at Salem last Tuesday. This could be popped up foul. That's not going to go very far into the parking lot. There you go. Bounces off the count here. That stays 2-2.
Yeah.
Not going to want that bobbed either.
Yeah. Next year, Wilson.
2-2. 1 gone. Nobody aboard here for the Bulldogs in the home half of the 4th inning. Fulkerson looking for the out pitch. There it isn't. Thought it was going to be.
Just missed.
Full count.
A little wide. Tried to paint the corner and painted the batter's box. Yeah, just missed.
Just missed. Full count, make or break. And this one is going to be lifted right center field. Straightens out towards straightaway center. Jones will make the grab.
South Sunfield and center, too. Wind playing havoc there. He you could see Jones out there kind of going through the earthquake steps, left and right, right and left, and able to plant underneath it to keep the out.
That'll bring in Austin Campbell. He flew out to right his last time. 2 outs, nobody on, bottom half of the fourth. Volk and the Rams open for a 1-2-3 inning here in the home half. It's presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. More coming after this. Is this the line drive? Fair ball down the first base line. It'll be quite the run for Giants. From first to second goes Campbell. Should be a 2-out double and an RBI chance for Tyler Hebel.
Third hit of the day for the Bulldogs, and that ball scorched down the first base line past Pike. Got down in that right field corner, and good hustle play by Giants. It was going to be a double no matter what, but boy, he got over there quickly, and the ball was back to Millwood in the dirt infield by the time the runner got to second. Good hustle by Giants.
You're tired of big corporate banking. You have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank is at home at Dixon, Woodlawn, and Mount Vernon. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC. Runner on second, 2 gone here in the fourth. Scoreless so far. And that'll be a wild pitch that gets away down to third base. Will go Campbell. Ruh-roh. Go ahead, Ron.
Yeah.
90 feet away.
Yeah, that's 2 outs. Settle in. Take care of business. You don't have to worry about it.
1-0 is the count to Hebel. Grounded out to short as last time. Goes back in the second inning. Bottom of the fourth, no score. Will that change with one swing of the bat with a runner on third and 2 outs? 1-0 is the count. To the Waterloo first baseman. Volk out of the stretch. Here comes. That's going to be fouled back. To Econo John. It'll be 1-1.
Oh, that hit something.
Econo John.
Did it hit the Econo John?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, okay.
Econo Juan in some parts of the world. Runner on third, 2 gone. 1-1's the count to the batter, Hebel. This one's on the way, and this one is going to be into the left field gap. As around first, headed for second, is Hebel on what stands to be an RBI double. Look at the Bulldogs a 1-0 lead.
RBI double lined in the left center field gap all the way. Definitely a double in Hebel with a nice swing. Puts Waterloo on top 1-0.
Lost side of it in the backdrop.
Pretty good hit. That pitch was a little up in the zone that time, and Hebel got a good swing on it. Drove it in the left center field for the RBI double with 2 outs.
Runner on second, 2 gone. 1-0 is the lead for the Bulldogs. As in stands Sean again, who singled his last time. He was stranded on second. He'll take a first pitch strike.
I think you see the excitement at Waterloo. I mean, they haven't played in 2 or 3 weeks. You know, first game, a lot of practices. You know, their dugouts jacked. They're always like that no matter what time of year, but they're jacked today, you know, getting outside and actually getting the game in.
Well, 0-1 is the count. 2 gone and a runner on second. Soft hit ground ball just out of the batter's box. Weber quick to get there, turns and fires over to first base. And 2-3 retires aside, but the damage done as Waterloo takes a 1-0 lead after 4. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. By now you have heard about our new One Checking product. The new One Account is a high-interest-earning, free checking account designed for everyone. Unlike other banks that pay interest on higher balance, this account pays interest on all balances. From high schoolers to Warren Buffett, One will work for you. You can talk to one of us at 244-3000 and learn about the details. One, exclusively at Community First Bank. You will be one happy customer. Member FDIC.
Don't just dream about a better job. Go get it with scores of programs that take 2 years, 1 year, or even just a few months to complete. Rend Lake College is your gateway to a career you'll love. From nursing to coal mining, from computer programming to cosmetology, and everything in between. Rend Lake College is affordable, convenient, and ready to get you trained for your new job fast. Call us at 618-437-5321 or visit us at rlc.edu.
Find us on Facebook. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Welcome back to Monroe County, home of the Waterloo Bulldogs. 1-0 is the Waterloo lead after the RBI double by Tyler Hebel. Scored Austin Campbell. Thus far, the game's only run, as Waterloo now has 1 run on 4 hits. They've stranded 4 runners and do have an error defensively. So now the Rams will rely on the bottom of the order. Derek Hayes, Blake Jones, and Zach Brookman try to get something going here in the top of the 5th inning. Have to get something going in a hurry.
Yeah, Mr. Nunnery is allowing none. 63 pitches through 4 innings, including 9 strikeouts.
Ground ball, second base side. Chard beat his shot, makes the throw to first, and Hayes will beat it out on the drop ball.
Yeah, E3. hit him in the worst spot, which was the hands. That's how wide receivers go to defensive backs in football, and out goes an E3. First error of the game for, it's actually second error of the game for Waterloo in this one.
WMIX Mobile Studios, WMIX Sports Mobile Studios even, are driven by Ford Square, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Online at FordSquare.com, where you can schedule your service appointments. Then we'll step Blake Jones with a runner on first and nobody out. Maybe a way for the Rams to get something started and get that run back.
That's the case for the second baseman. I mean, that time for Waterloo, Schaub was back there. His heels were on the back edge of the grass in the outfield. You don't need to be that deep this early in the year. That ball's not going to get to you on this surface in this cold air.
We'll check on that runner at first.
Got to play a little different times of year, especially around Southern Illinois.
Make that 1 run, 4 hits, now 2 errors. 4 stranded for the Bulldogs, who have a 1-0 lead here in the top of the 5th. 1 on, nobody out for Blake Jones and the Rams. He'll show bunt. Going to bunt that down the first baseline. What a good bunt it appears to be. First base will run back to the bag, and the runner advances to second base. Good bunt.
Good bunt, 3 unassisted sacrifice by Jones. Got it down the line. Good bunt. And the Rams have something going.
They'll get a glad hand to the dugout, and to the plate will step Zach Brookman. Ground out to the pitcher his last time. And now an RBI chance with only 1 out here. Trying to get it back in the top half of the 5th inning. Nunnery out of the stretch. Here comes. Ooh, strike inside the corner. And it's 0-1 to Brookman. Always bank at your hometown team. Community First Bank, home of the One account, featuring free checking and high-yield interest. The official voice of high school sports on WMIX. 0-1 the count here. Brookman, the left fielder, right-handed bat, going to get out in front of one. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Over to first base. That's going to get away. Brookman will go around first, headed for second. Tim's going to keep the lead runner. Hayes back at third. And on the third, Waterloo error. It's second and third for the Rams.
Yeah, that's a tough one there. E1, 2 errors in the inning, makes it second and third and 1 out. Just a bad throw. The pitcher made a great decision. Turned and looked the runner back to second, and then spun and threw again off the mound. A little different for the pitcher. Sidearm went straight right. First baseman couldn't make the play. Now the Rams in business, second and third, with 1 out after 2 errors.
Back to the top of the order with Ryan Campbell, who is due today. He is 0 for 2. Visits the mound. Coach Vogel will make the stop to talk to Nunnery. It's presented by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy. Dr. Eric Black and staff proud to support the Mount Vernon Rams and the local community. Stop by and see them off 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
5th inning, here struggles. Nunnery, 9 Ks. Really no trouble until now, till his fielders let him down, and himself included. Now, it's unearned runs for Nunnery. Even though he made an error, if Mount Vernon can score.
Oh, I thought that was funny.
Oh, yeah.
When the pitcher makes an error.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
Yeah. Yep.
All right,
yeah. I know what you're saying. First pitch, of course, coming to Campbell. It's a strike, and it's 0-1. 2 on and only 1 out here in the top of the 5th. The Rams have the go-ahead run on second base. But the pitcher can make an error, and it's still an unearned run.
Waterloo infield back. They're going to trade the runs for the out. Corners on the edge of the grass, still in dirt.
0-1 pitch on the way to Campbell. Gets out in front of it. He's really wanting those runs batted in. Yeah. Now it's 0-2 as he falls behind.
Nunnery, as a pitcher, you can read that. I mean, Campbell swung at a couple pitches there. You can read the way hitters are. You can tell that Campbell really wants to put a bat on the ball. Now they'll bring the infield in with 2 strikes.
0-2, 1 gone, 2 aboard. The runners are on second and third here in the top of the 5th. A 1-0 ball game. Rams trying to tie and take the lead. As this one will be roped into right field. Campbell will retreat to make the out. Here comes the play at the plate. And Hayes is going to be out by a country mile. So a 9-2 double play retires the Rams threat here through 4.5. It's still 1-0 Waterloo. This is Rams baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC.
You need a great quality new-to-you vehicle. There's a reason why Second Chance Auto has been helping put families into affordable, dependable vehicles for over 34 years. Honest, fair deals. Ain't nothing fancy, just great vehicles with warranties and bank rate financing for all. That's the only way Second Chance Auto will do business. They're receiving new vehicles every day. So be sure to stop by and find out how you can save thousands on the total cost of your vehicle. Helping people get in a great, dependable vehicle for over 34 years. Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Call 244-4582.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball.
Welcome you back on WMIX, WMIXsports.com. Not only does Tyler Campbell for the Rams have a cannon at shortstop, the right fielder Austin Campbell has quite the cannon out in right field. 9-2 is how that'll be scored, as Rams thought they had a sacrifice fly to tie the game, and comes down at the plate with Derek Hayes. Not much anybody can do when the right fielder has that strong of an arm. Wow.
Yeah. Ton of arm. There was enough. Like I said, when I looked at the throw off air off from the segment, I saw it still head high about first base, and it landed. There was no hop. It was a straight hang laundry out throw.
And the first pitch, of course, will be to Jake Mathenia. Strike on the inside corner, 0-1. Aycock and Albers to follow here. In the, I cut myself in the bottom of the fifth inning. Powers a fastball this time. It'll be 0-2. Yikes. Ridley College powers our video streaming. It returns in August. See which are more than, wait, what's 100? I can't see because of the glare.
You got different glasses on, too.
This will be swung on a miss. Didn't see that either. It'll be the first out of the 8 on a strikeout of the feet.
It's hard to read that stuff, the iPad and the iPhone with polarized glasses on, sunglasses.
Oh, the sun's shining right down on it. Ridley College can save you thousands on your college education. See how to apply online at rlc.edu. First pitch to the bat to Ryan Aycock. He'll take it up and in. It'll be 1-0. Oh.
Brock Fulkerson's job is to keep Waterloo here with 6 more chances for the Rams.
This will be roved into right center field. The Giants will go underneath it for the grab. And there's your second out with nobody on here in the bottom of the fifth. Still a 1-0 Waterloo lead. That was one great play earlier by Austin Campbell, the Waterloo right fielder. Make your own great play with a Community First Bank free high-yield checking account that earns cash back. Just ask for one. Member FDIC.
I'm telling you what, that's play the game.
Oh, by far.
Campbell lasered one in there.
As Albers will send one foul toward the third base dugout, 0-1.
Got a race down the line for that foul ball between probably a couple of freshmen maybe who may be dressed or maybe lower-level sophomores. Just depending.
One in the long straight leg pants, the other
juniors. Yeah, juniors. School this big, you won't have that.
Pitch inside. Looks like it might have just even things at 1-1.
I thought it almost crazy, to be honest.
You're back home, what I was thinking. Oh, there it is. That's right. The number's in the back. Wow.
I thought the previous pitch got him on the right sleeve, and then that one there slipped, of course, on a dry, cold day, hard to grip. I think you're back on there.
Yeah, I am now.
Yeah. So Albers, the catcher, takes one in the back, walks to first, and then he will head out on the courtesy runner. Of course, last time we were here, we talked off air, is there used to be dirt paths to run down the first and third base line. Those are growing in now. You can kind of see the edge where the sun hits at a different angle. You can see the grass hasn't quite grown in yet. As I said, there might not be a reason to have dirt sliding paths and the rest grass. You have less maintenance and fewer rainouts. Put 5 different tarps out, and you'd have your field ready to go no matter what.
There you go. We'll bring in Shaw with a runner on first and 2 outs. Takes a pitch on the inside corner. It's 0-1. So the hit batsman Albers is replaced in the lineup, at least by the courtesy runner. By Degener.
Bullpen action for Waterloo. That has stopped now. They're watching the game.
Oh, one on the way. It's going to be in the dirt. The runner's going. Nobody covering second. Weber will have to put it in his pocket. It'll be 1-1. The RBI chance here for Zach Schaub. Appreciate our Rams booster sponsors, including Winning Edge at 212 South 9th, of course, now in Mount Vernon, downtown. Baseball and softball season are here, but what about your corporate season? Make the call to the bullpen for Winning Edge's high-quality embroidered apparel to equip your employee team in style. Winning Edge, again, downtown Mount Vernon.
Oh, I see why. The ball had gotten away from the bullpen. Okay.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Nothing to throw. You might as well stop, try to get somebody's attention, get your ball back.
Yeah.
Wow, pitch in the bullpen. 1-1 the count, runner on second, 2 outs, 1-0 ball game here in the bottom of the fifth. Waterloo looking for some insurance. Here it comes. This one's going to be raked into left. Wait, what happened? I didn't see it. I screamed on the umpire.
Caught it.
Nice.
Yep, line drive.
Stab and caught it. The liner for the third out, and the Rams get out of the fifth unscathed. Still 1-0 Waterloo. This is Rams baseball from WMIX Sports.
Raise your hand if you're tired of showing up for a service appointment only to sit around a waiting room. Hi, Roy Schmidt, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealer at King City Chrysler Center. Our express lane fast oil changes and more provide quick, convenient service with no appointment needed. Our specialists are on hand to wait on you with lanes dedicated just for your oil changes, tire rotation, brake inspections, batteries, bulbs, wiper blades, air filter replacements, and more. We will also perform complimentary vehicle inspection with every oil change. We work around your schedule, open weekdays from 7:30 until 5 and Saturdays from 8 a.m. until noon. See Express Lane Fast Oil Changes and more for all of your service needs, and we will get you back on the road quick. We're located at King City Chrysler Center at 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois. Just another reason you can count on us.
Find us on Facebook. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
And we welcome you back. We head to the top of the sixth. It'll be 2-3-4 due up for the Rams. Reed Millwood, Jake Pike, and Thomas Weber. I know at least two of the three follow us on Twitter. So should you at WMIX Sports. With Danny Czerwinski, I'm Chris Hugo. Holly Carroll back at our Mount Vernon studio. As we welcome you back for this the Community First Bank of the Heartland. If you're tired of big corporate banking, you do have a choice in Jefferson County. How about 5 locations with friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs? Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC. Most important number may be 1. That's the lead for the Bulldogs here, 1-0. But it's also free checking, high yield interest that earns cash back from Community First.
Austin Nunnery is out now, replaced by Devin Rice here in this 6th inning. And Nunnery goes 5 innings, had 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk, and 9 strikeouts. He can be the winner in this one, and that is it.
The day over for Nunnery. It brings in the right-hander, Devin Rice.
It's funny because we saw these two, Devin Rice and Austin Nunnery, before the game stats, and Devin Rice told Nunnery put sleeves on or he wasn't pitching. Nunnery went and put sleeves on. Now Rice is in with his 3/4 sleeve. Go figure.
First pitch to Millwood will be a strike across the inside corner. And it's 0-1. Pike and Weber to follow here in the top of the Rams 6th. Trailing the Bulldogs 1-0. See what happens here on the 0-1 pitch. Here it comes to Millwood. Ooh, that's going to be a soft hit ground ball to again. He'll fire across the diamond. Great stab there by Hebel. Good pick. That will be your first out.
Throw that one to dirt as an infielder. You got to yell at the guy you threw to pick that time. That was done. Oh, our friend from Route 3 on a message on Twitter said that it's cold in Collinsville, or Collinsville beat Altoona 4-0. I'm going to tell him it isn't any warmer here in Waterloo when he left.
Pike stands in, nobody on, 1 out, fouls it back, falls behind, 0-1. Of course, over there on the softball side, they're at the top of the 6th, so Fallon leads Waterloo 1-0. Scoreboard updates are presented by Tony Wilt, your State Farm agent. Find him online at TonyWilt.com. Look for the white State Farm Jeep around town. There's always a physical address, 42nd and South Water Tower. As there goes the bus again. Want to make sure he found his way back. Well, that's the better location for it. 0-1 the count, 1 gone, bases empty, top 6. Rams trail 1-0. Rice gets sent out of the windup. First time we've seen a Waterloo pitcher out of the windup today. This is bunted foul by Pike, 0-2. Austin Rice. It is Austin Nunnery and Devin Rice. Pike taps to play, takes a few practice hacks. 0-2 the count, 1 gone here in the 6th, 1-0. Waterloo on top, and Pike's going to get out in front of this. Off of the glove of Rice, the pitcher, deflected to the second baseman on the run, makes the throw. Pike, out by a hair.
That'll go 1-4-3 in the books.
I thought he was going to be safe.
I did too. Thought Pike beat it out. Again, as a runner, when you're going to first on a play like that, you don't want to leap at first base. You got to run through the bag. A lot of times when guys slide or leap at a bag, they don't understand that they slow down, and that's kind of what Pike did at the end, leaped at it, and it probably cost him.
So that'll bring in Weber. who has the lone Ram hit today. It was a deep double off the three-quarter high up mark off the wall.
You know who Rice reminds me of? Go with me here. Brad Weathers.
Trying to follow.
Okay.
Here comes, pitch on the way. One of us.
The guy threw about 300 innings a year, 600 appearances.
I got you.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Weathers.
Nothing in two. The count, 2 gone. Top of the 6th inning. Bases are empty.
That glove reminds me, too, of the other guy.
Here comes the pitch on the way. Nothing in 2. Weber is going to send this one for a ride. Left center field. Retreating is the center fielder, Aycock. And that is the home run to tie the game. So Thomas Weber, for the first time in Rams history at this ballpark, hits the only legitimate home run we have seen.
Yeah. That cleared the fence plenty in left center.
So congratulations to Thomas Weber in terms of WMIX Sports broadcast here at Waterloo for hitting the only true home run.
Now, got a hold of it that time. Again, he's been swinging the bat very well, and 2 for 3 today, and that one left the yard, and this game's tied to 1 here in the top of the 6th.
There you go. Now that'll bring in Zach Giants to bat. He started to hit the ball hard at Civic last Thursday. He's going to get a chance to bat here, tied at 1 in the top of the 6th with 2 outs and the bases empty. That left almost the deepest part of the park for Tommy Webbs. They came out to greet. Now we're tied at 1. A whole new ball game here in the top of the 6th on the legit shot outside the park. Not that we're bitter about that one ground rule home run or anything. Pitch on the way, and that's going to be high on the fastball to Giants. And it's 1-0 to Zach. Wow. Well, I can safely say that was one great play. Ties the game at 1. Of course, make your own great play when you open a Community First Bank free high-yield checking account that earns cash back. Just ask for one. So 1-1 count now. The high pitch swung on and missed by Giants. It was Horton, the DH, batting for Giants, the right fielder. Now Zach back in the lineup. Younger brother is Chief. I'm not sure what his ranking is. As we await the 1-1. Here it comes from Rice. This is going to be about belt high for a strike called, 1-2. So the Rams show signs of life here in the top of the 6th and tie it up on the moonshot by Weber. More of a line drive. I like to say moonshot.
Yeah, still got out. Where it went.
1-2 coming. Low, and the count's even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fulkerson on deck. That erases the decision from Austin Nunnery.
Yeah. He goes 5 innings, doesn't give up anything, 9 strikeouts, and with 1 pitch, he goes from the winner to a no decision and a pat on the back.
2-2 coming. Ooh, that'll be a foul tip into the mitt of the catcher. He hangs on. That's Albers. And that's a strikeout to end the Ram threat here in the 6th. Through 5.5, tied at 1. This is Rams baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. By now you have heard about our new One Checking product. The new One Account is a high-interest earning, free checking account designed for everyone. Unlike other banks that pay interest on higher balance, this account pays interest on all balances. From high schoolers to Warren Buffett, One will work for you. You can talk to one of us at 244-3000 and learn about the details. One, exclusively at Community First Bank. You will be one happy customer. Member FDIC.
I'm Andy Robb with a look at your next rad weather. Mostly sunny skies and mild this afternoon. High 49. Increasing clouds with showers late. Tonight's low 39. Cloudy and windy for tomorrow with showers and a thunderstorm. High 56. Friday, rain and a thunderstorm. High 58. And Saturday, clouds and sun. High 48. Next rad weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Broadcasting live from the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by King City Chrysler. This is Mount Vernon Rams baseball.
Over the express lane, faster oil changes and more. That's King City Chrysler Center. They drive the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios today as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning for Hoffman, Goodsell, and Campbell. Here in the Waterloo lineup. Of course, the first pitch is low from Brock Fulkerson, who comes out for his 6th inning. Tied at 1. Pitch on the way. Going to be belt high inside corner for a strike. And in case you missed it, or as they say on the Twitterverse, ICYMI. Double checking that as the 1-1 pitch is on the way. Fouled off 1-2. Thomas Weber tied it up with a deep home run over the wall in left center field. Good to see one clear the fence.
Yeah. You don't see that very often at Brennan Klein Field.
No, sir.
Not in that field.
1-2 coming front-footed. Ground ball to Millwood off the hop. In the dirt, fires over to first base, and 4-3 will be your first out of the inning.
That's a good pickup by Millwood at second. That's one of those ground balls very easily you can lift. And he stayed down knowing that brass would hit down on the dirt and go from there.
You'll never believe who just said hey on Twitter. You can follow us at WMIX Sports.
I can only imagine.
As Goodsill will stand in, one out, bases empty. Bottom half of the sixth inning, tied at 1. Fulkerson out of the windup. Hello, Clayton Reeves. This is fouled off? Oh, maybe not. Yeah, it is foul territory, right field side. Pike can't come up with it. It's tangled up.
When you're running with your back towards the infield, down toward the corner of the fencing, and you can't catch it with your glove up like you're catching the ball coming at you. If you're going to do that, you have to open up and almost catch it like a wide receiver and flip your mitt out that way. Clayton Reeves obviously studying while he's listening to us today, I'm sure.
0-1 is the count here to Nathan Goodsill, 0 for 2 today. He's found the mid of Blake Jones in center field both times. This is inside out, right field line foul out of play, 0-2. Campbell on deck. He had the double that later turned into the first run after back-to-back doubles. It was Hugo that got the RBI. Since then, Weber's tied it with a blast. 0-2 the count, one gone, bases empty. Good stop by Weber. It's 1-2 in the dirt.
Brock only in the 70s, a pitch count. Nice to help Clayton out his studies.
Fulkerson out of the windup, been very effective. Fires a fastball pass, swung on a miss, and that'll be your second out. So the bases are empty here in the bottom of the sixth. Top of the seventh will be Fulkerson, Hayes, Jones for the Rams. We'll see what happens over the rest of this one. 5 Jefferson County branches and responsive quality service for all of your accounts. Community First Bank would like to be the first to say, welcome back to personal banking. Remember FDIC.
Sun's dropped. Coach's going to have to come on.
So we're tied 1-1. That's the first pitch, inside strike. For Campbell, falls behind 0-1. 1 for 2 today with a run scored is Campbell. At least the Monroe County version is the next pitch on the way. Fouled off. No danger to our friend. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, he's already been thumped once today.
1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 4 stranded for the Rams. And what a big hit that second hit was. Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Next one on the way, and this is going to be fouled off right field line out of play. We'll do 0-2 again. A lot of chatter coming over from the softball diamond. Still a 1-0 Fallon lead. Busy week for the Rams coming up after a doubleheader on Saturday. Swung on a miss, and the Rams get out of the inning. To the 7th we go, tied at 1. This is Rams baseball from WMIX Sports.
People's National Bank makes purchasing a home easy. Hi, this is Joy Schrader, mortgage specialist from People's National Bank. Visit peoplesnationalbank.com to fill out an online application 24/7, and you will be on your way to owning your own home. If you have any questions, give me, Joy Schrader, a call at 241-6928.
People's National Bank, your home for home loans. Proudly serving Southern Illinois since 1909. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Loans subject to credit approval.
Don't just dream about a better job. Go get it with scores of programs that take 2 years, 1 year, or even just a few months to complete. Rend Lake College is your gateway to a career you'll love. From nursing to coal mining, from computer programming to cosmetology, and everything in between. Rend Lake College is affordable, convenient, and ready to get you trained for your new job fast. Call us at 618-437-5321 or visit us at rlc.edu.
WMIX Sports is your home for the Mount Vernon Rams, powered by Community First Bank.
Sandy, welcome you back. WMIX, WMIXsports.com as we head to the top of the 7th. For the Rams, we're tied at 1. It'll be Brock Fulkerson, Derek Hayes, and Blake Jones. What a hit. There was a home run for Thomas Weber back in the 6th to tie it up at 1. After the Rams squandered a big opportunity in the 5th, but you can't fault the effort in the 5th inning. There's just a cannon by Austin Campbell that ended that threat on the 9-2 double play. So Folk a chance to help out his own cause against Devin Rice out for a second inning of work in a tie ball game, and now Folk gets a piece of one foul first baseline. 0-1 is the count. Video streaming returns in August, presented by Rend Lake College. Log on to rlc.edu. See how you can save thousands of dollars on your college education. Play online while you're there. 0-1, making 0-2 across the inside corner for Fulk. Strickout looking back in the fourth, grounded out to second, back in the second. Sun peaks behind some clouds, begins its rest for the day. As we wait the 0-2 to Fulk, about thigh high, which was a lot of thigh there for Fulkers.
Clayton says he just got out of practice. He's going to go study now.
What's he practicing?
I don't know. Probably baseball.
It is baseball. I'm just messing with it. 1-2 the count. Here it goes. Front-footed towards us. If there wasn't a brick wall in front of us, there would be a fence. We would have had a chance.
When Ryan Miller on us.
That's a line drive. One of us is missing something.
Yeah. I'm not able to walk for a few days.
I'm having issues with the thigh. I got a deep muscle bruise.
Now, I'm telling you right now, that sun went behind the clouds, and it got miserably cold quick. Shades of last year coming back.
1-2. It's not that cold. It's a 1-2 coming. Swung on a miss, and there's your first out. The second strikeout today for Rice, who allowed the tying run to the top half of the sixth. That's going to bring in Derek Hayes. Nothing will ever be that cold.
No. Except Monday.
Monday wasn't that cold either.
Well.
It's still miserable. Don't get me wrong. Doesn't impair the ability to speak clearly, though, as the first pitch to Hayes is going to be on the inside corner, 0-1. He's reached on an error twice. Now, down in the count 0-1 here. Top of the seventh, 1-1 ball game. Out of the windup comes Rice's offering across the plate, 0-2. Second Chance Auto, another of our Rams booster sponsors for baseball. We'll tell you more about them after the 0-2 pitch to Derek Hayes, who's made some great plays at third base. Rice gets set. Here it comes. That's slow, and that's going to be a backwards strikeout. He has 3 Ks in a row.
Now, one thing about Nunnery and Rice, they're strikeout pitchers. Hard, heavy fastballs.
Second Chance Auto's been around for 34 years. Many reasons why, especially bank rate financing for all. No fancy sales or gimmicks, just honest deals. As Second Chance Auto, around 142 East in Mount Vernon, as Jones will swing and miss the first pitch. 0-1. Good fastball. Back-to-back-to-back strikeouts for Rice. Dating back to the sixth, as this is going to be an inside quarter now, 0-2 to BJ.
Rice is cooking. And Roney is not it.
Trying to get out of here in just a minute is Devin Rice. 0-2 on the way, popped up foul toward the softball diamond. We'll do 0-2 again. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for the Rams. 1 run, 4 hits. 3 errors for the Bulldogs with 4 left on board. 5 even. This can be bounced out of there for 1-2. Ooh. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody on, 2 out. Top of the 7th inning, 1-1 ball game. Will we have free baseball? See what happens. Bottom of the 7th still to come. This is high to Blake. Counts even 2-2.
Good at bat. Mr. Jones working on a good at bat here. Golly, the resemblance on the mound is striking. Number included.
Now that I know, 2-2 coming. Fly ball in the right center field on the run will be Haycock. He'll make the grab. 1-2-3 go the Rams here in the 7th. So the bottom half we go, tied at 1. This is Rams baseball from WMIX Sports.
I'm Andy Robb with a look at your next rad weather. Mostly sunny skies and mild this afternoon. High 49. Increasing clouds with showers late. Tonight's low 39. Cloudy and windy for tomorrow with showers and a thunderstorm. High 56. Friday, rain and a thunderstorm. High 58. And Saturday, clouds and sun. High 48. Next rad weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC.
WMIX Sports is your home for the Mount Vernon Rams, powered by Community First Bank.
And we welcome you back, WMIX, WMIXsports.com. Bottom half of the 7th we go, with the bottom of the order due up for the Bulldogs, Tyler Hebel, Sean O'Ginn, and Jake Messina. For Waterloo, Brock Fulkerson back on the hill. 1-1 ball game. This is going to be ripped into right field. Nope, off the glove of Millwood. Great range. Gets back to the play and makes it. It'll be a 4-3 put out for your first out of the inning. Good stab by Reed Millwood.
Great piece of hitting by Hebel, and then an even greater piece of fielding by Millwood to get a glove on that will rock it, knock it down, and he had plenty of time to throw Hebel out at first.
Will we have more baseball after this inning? 1 out, bases empty for again, or will a base hitter a series of, and it in favor of the Bulldogs here in the bottom of the 7th, tied at 1. Fulkerson out of the windup. Good time called just in the nick of time before the windup by Fulkerson. Full windup, I should say. Not to the point where he's damaged himself or gotten hurt by holding back. Jim steps in 1 for 2. Taps a ground ball to the third. Good pick up Hayes. Fires over to first cleanly. Waiting for Pike to keep the foot on the bag, and 5-3 is your second out.
Brock had thrown 75 pitches, and now he's up to 77. That first pitch swinging Waterloo team. Sun trying to fight its way back out. And the pinch hitter coming in now, 14, will be Brett Degener. That's what it is. Degener.
I went Archie.
Degener.
It's not right. I'm sure
somebody will let us know.
Well, I failed to go over before the game. I apologize. As Degener, little pinch hit here. The spot in the order is 0 for 2. Nobody on and 2 out in the bottom of the 7th. Will we head to the top of the 8th in extra innings? We're going to find out. Rams will have 9, 1, and 2 due up. Folk set out of the windup, 2 gone, bases empty, and that is going to be a strike on the outside corner to left-handed Degener. 0-1. Community First Bank of the Heartland is the official voice of high school sports here on WMIX. 0-1 pitch comes. Ground ball just into fair territory. Hayes charges with the glove, fires across the diamond. In time, we head to the 8th, tied at 1. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
I'm Andy Robb with a look at your next rad weather. Mostly sunny skies and mild this afternoon. High 49. Increasing clouds with showers late. Tonight's low 39. Cloudy and windy for tomorrow with showers and a thunderstorm. High 56. Friday, rain and a thunderstorm. High 58. And Saturday, clouds and sun. High 48. Next rad weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Hi, this is Joe Davey Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC.
WMIX Sports is your home for the Mount Vernon Rams, powered by Community First Bank.
And we welcome you back, WMIX, WMIXsports.com. In the paid leagues, they call this free baseball. So we head to the top of the 8th inning, tied at 1. For the Rams will be Zach Brookman, Brian Campbell, and Reed Millwood due up. All spots in that lineup due. First extra inning game of the year for the Rams. By default, it is for the Bulldogs. This is their first effort of the season, but right now tied at 1-1. Brookman leads off. He reached on an error his last time. That's when the Rams were threatening. And 2 on and 1 out, and a 9-2 double play into the threat in the 5th, only for Weber to come up with a home run in the 6th, his first of the year. His 4th extra base hit. Devin Rice out for a 3rd inning. First pitch on the way. Brookman's high. It's a fastball, 1-0. How about Community First Bank of the Heartland, the official voice of high school sports here on WMIX? 5 Jefferson County branches with Danny Czerwinski. I'm Chris Hugo. Holly Carroll back in the studio. Here comes. Got out in front that time. The count is 1-1 here to Brookman.
No action in the Rams' pen. Brock Fulkerson at 79 pitches. So probably could go maybe one more this early stage.
One dropped down. Looks like it was fouled on the first base line, and this is going to be a foul ball finally on a late call.
Yeah, that ball was just, good call by the home plate umpire. He got out from behind the plate, ran up the line with the catcher, behind the baseball, and looked, had a great view, and it was foul. It was definitely a foul.
So Brookman, the leadoff batter, has a 1-2 count. Obviously, that would mean nobody on, nobody out here in the top of the 8th inning, tied at 1. Rams and the Bulldogs. Rice on the mound. Wind-up coming. 1-2. Swung and a miss. Your first out. Now 4 strikeouts in short work for Devin Rice. He just loved to have that one pitch back. Bring in Ryan Campbell. Rare 0 for 3 for Campbell today. As he'll dig back in, the right-handed batter, the junior shortstop, and face Rice. Here comes a pitch in route. Lays off. It's low. And it's 1-0 here in the 8th with nobody on and 1 out. Campbell faced Nunnery all 3 times. See if his luck changes against Devin Rice. Out of the windup comes Rice's 1-0 pitch. Catches the plate, 1-1.
Probably got another hour or less of daylight this time of year.
I think it's what's left. As the 1-1 comes. Take ground ball off the mound. Comes Rice. Backhanded stab's going to have to fire over to first base. High is the throw. Campbell's going to head for second. And the tying, or should say the go-ahead run, will Stroh on the second base on the throwing error.
4th error of the day of Waterloo. And again, that there, the pitcher, Rice, goes off the mound. He's running towards shortstop. The shortstop's coming at him. I think Rice probably should have gave away and let the shortstop go in and get the ball and throw to first, because it's a tough play to catch, turn, and circle. And when you do that, the tendency is to throw it high. He did over the first baseman's head.
So to bring in Millwood with an RBI chance. Top of the 8th inning, 1 out. 1-1 ball game. Rice set out of the stretch. Hasn't had to pitch out of that one. Idiot all the day. The runner's going to go to third. Ground ball to the shortstop, fires across. And your second out is 6-3, but it advances the runner over to third base.
Good running by Campbell. He saw off the secondary lead the ball was going to be hit behind him immediately off the bat. Took off towards third base, so he's there with 2 outs. And now Jake Pike will bat.
And that will bring in Pike, the lefty bat, with 2 gone and a runner on third. The go-ahead run. Here in the top of the 8th inning, the pitcher Rice is out of the stretch. Pitch on the way to Pike is going to hit him in the butt.
Well, I know what's coming next.
I'm going to tell you right now.
No, maybe not. Not with Weber coming to the plate.
As they're going to have a community gathering here on the mound. That's what they want to do with Thomas Weber. He tied the game back in the 6th. With a home run.
Yeah. Now, if you're Waterloo, you might want to walk Webb and see what they do. Let's see what Waterloo elects to do. I'm not so sure. Yeah, they're going to walk. I was going to say you can't throw to him. Not with 2 hits. I think you walk him because the next guy behind, Horton, is be pinch hit for. Giants is going to pinch hit for him. So now Waterloo, they're going to go out and they're going to talk.
Can't imagine you would pitch to Weber at all in this situation.
No. I think if you're Waterloo, I think your best bet is to walk Weber and take your chances with a guy on deck who hasn't hit all day with Giants, who is pinch hitting for Horton. And the strategy session continues to mound. Then you get going, boys, run out daylight. Yeah, they're talking. If they elect to pitch to Weber, Mount Vernon should stay put first and third, let him swing that stick. But they'd be crazy to pitch to him, I think, at this point. No action in either bullpen right now. Nope, nothing. Let's see what they're going to do. They're going to walk Weber, as we guessed. And that's the right baseball move. And now Giants will come up with bases loaded and 2 outs.
Huge opportunity for Zach Giants, the senior. Bases crammed, 2 outs, top of the 8th inning. It'll be Connor Story to run for Thomas Weber, who wanted a chance. That much we know for certain.
Connor Story takes over for Tyler Ellis, running everywhere last. that torch has been passed.
I think the impressive thing is the fact that Webb's batting .727 on the year, 2 for 3 today with a big home run.
Well, the average will keep going, or doesn't change.
He came in .750, so he took a bit of hurt. Good. Not bad.
How about this? End of 3, Massac County 9, Carterville 2 in softball.
We knew that was going to be a good matchup, but you say Carterville 9, Massac 2?
Yeah.
Scoreboard updates presented by Tony Wilcher, State Farm agent. It looks like, with 2 outs over there in the bottom of the 7th, Waterloo trails O'Fallon in softball 1-0. Scoreboard update presented by Tony Wilcher, State Farm agent of Mount Vernon. Find him on the corner of 42nd and South Water Tower. worldwide at TonyWilt.com. We're looking for the white State Farm Jeep around town and get to a better state as we're in the top of the 8th inning. Tied at 1. Rams have the bases loaded with 2 outs. The right-hander Giants at the plate. You're listening to us courtesy of Community First Bank near the top of the 6 o'clock hour on WMIX Mount Vernon. Pitch on the way. Swung on a miss fastball that day.
Yeah. Boy, Giants guessed right. And just was a tick high on the bat. Golly, that was right there. Giants would like to have another opportunity at that one again.
0-1 the count with 2 outs. Ice the pitcher out of the stretch. Bases loaded for the Rams. Next one on the way is going to be high for a ball. It's 1-1 to Giants, who came in the 6th. Struck out his last time.
Good idea by Rice. Went high first time, swung, went a little higher, and Giants didn't chase that time. Puts one out in the grass in the outfield, scores 2 probably.
Bases loaded. This is going to be right over the heart of the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Giants. And right now, Devin Rice is the pitch away from getting out of the inning. Either way, we will have a bottom of the 8th right now tied at 1. Can the Rams get the go-ahead run across the plate here? 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pitch in route, and this is going to be swung on and missed. For the drop ball, catcher steps on home. First base wasn't empty. But either way, we head to the bottom of the 8th, tied at 1. This is Rams baseball from WMIX Sports.
People's National Bank makes purchasing a home easy. Hi, this is Joy Schrader, mortgage specialist from People's National Bank. Visit peoplesnationalbank.com to fill out an online application 24/7, and you will be on your way to owning your own home. If you have any questions, give me, Joy Schrader, a call at 241-6928.
People's National Bank, your home for home loans. Proudly serving Southern Illinois since 1909. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Loans subject to credit approval.
Don't just dream about a better job. Go get it with scores of programs that take 2 years, 1 year, or even just a few months to complete. Red Lake College is your gateway to a career you'll love. From nursing to coal mining, from computer programming to cosmetology, and everything in between. Red Lake College is affordable, convenient, and ready to get you trained for your new job fast. Call us at 618-437-5321 or visit us at rlc.edu.
WMIX Sports is your home for the Mount Vernon Rams, powered by Community First Bank.
Welcome back, WMIX, WMIXsports.com, as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Top of the order, 2 up for the Bulldogs will be Aycock, Albers, and Schaub. Aren't any changes in the lineup. Brock Fulkerson comes out to work for the 8th, and he has been the only Ram pitcher today. Out of the windup comes Fulk. First pitch of the inning is going to be about knee high and inside, 1-0.
Brock with 79 pitches through 7 innings. So he'll probably get maybe one more out of it. There's action down the Rams' pin right now.
This will be a foul tip on the 1-0, makes it 1 ball and 1 strike. Albers and Schaub to follow here, bottom of the 8th.
Top of the order for Waterloo. If they're going to get something done, this would be the opportune time for the Bulldogs. Clouds start to come for the canvas above us.
1-1 coming. That's going to be inside. Gets away. 2 balls and a strike. Bottom of the 6th inning. Benson leads Wayne City in softball 10-1.
Well, DuQuoin won today over Zion Benton 4-1. The Indians go to 4-1 on the year.
2-1 pitch coming. This one is going to be into right center field. On the run is Gines. He'll make the grab for the first out.
Mr. Gines has been very impressive in right field. The wristband wearing one. And again, in that situation, especially at this level, these bases loaded, 2 outs, you strike out. Gines could have had his head down stumps that time, never been looking, not paying attention, worried about his at-bat. Made a good play there in the outfield.
Brings in Albers. 1 out, bases empty, bottom of the 8th, tied at 1. We're in extras. As this one's going to be raked to the left, and that could be trouble. Brookman will bounce over his head. It'll get to the wall. Round first, headed for second is Albers. Will he try for 3? He'll hold up with a 1-out double. And that puts the game-winning run on second base for the Bulldogs.
Now, that ball there was hit on a rope out in the left field, and Brookman comes in on it to make a play, lets it hop one time, and the ball looks like it hit the turf, the old turf back in the 80s, and it bounced over Brookman's head, about 5 feet over his head, goes to the fence, and that goes as a double, and Tim Holloway will walk out to the mound and have a meeting of the minds on the infield. Courtesy runner at second now, as Albers is the catcher, as he'll go out. And number 21, Troy Aldridge, will come in and courtesy run for him as Waterloo, again, as we said, they're going to get something going. This would be the time to do it if you're a Bulldogs fan.
Bottom of the 8th inning, 1-1 ball game. The game-winning run is on second, so an RBI chance for Zach Schaub, who singled his first time, but found the glove of the shortstop thereafter.
And you think about baseball, and you think about the top of the inning, the Rams get bases loaded with 2 outs. And it's a momentum grab for Waterloo. They get out of the inning, they take off to the dugout, here we go. And wouldn't you know it, they get a 1-out double here in the bottom half of the inning, in which Mount Vernon can score with bases loaded.
Of course, this visit to the mound is presented by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Dr. Eric Black and staff proud to support the Rams and the local community. Right now, tied at 1 here in the bottom of the 8th.
Correction on the DuPoint score was 11-0. DuPoint wins to go to 4-1.
So 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. If Waterloo scores, obviously we head to your Schmidt-Chevrolet post-game show. If not, we head to the 9th. 1 out, runner on second, Fulkerson out of the stretch for the batter's shop. Hoffman in the on-deck circle for Waterloo. Here comes the pitch on the way. This is going to be hit to the second baseman. Millwood picks up, fires to first, so there's your second out.
That'll bring in Hoffman. He's grounded the third twice and the second once. Has put the ball in play all 3 times with an opportunity here with a runner at third and 2 outs.
Both teams have had a runner on third here in extra innings. Yeah, we're tied at 1. This will bring in Hoffman. 0 for 3 today. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Fulkerson set. You would assume he won't see the 9th, but one never knows. JV is back. And Hoffman takes a deep breath outside of the box. Now he digs in. The game-winning run at third base. 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. A 1-1 game. Here comes the pitch from Fulk. Fastball. Ground ball to Millwood. Picks up, fires. Good grab. 4-3 retires aside. As the Bulldogs strand a runner, we head to the top of the 9th, tied at 1. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
I'm Andy Robb with a look at your next rad weather. Mostly sunny skies and mild this afternoon. High 49. Increasing clouds with showers late. Tonight's low 39. Cloudy and windy for tomorrow with showers and a thunderstorm. High 56. Friday, rain and a thunderstorm. High 58. And Saturday, clouds and sun. High 48. Next rad weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Hi, this is Joe Davey Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC.
WMIX Sports is your home for the Mount Vernon Rams, powered by Community First Bank.
Welcome you back to Waterloo. We head to the top of the 9th, tied at 1. We're going to see some adjustments, I believe, possibly, in Tim Holloway's lineup, depending upon who's going to bat, of course, for the pitcher, Brock Fulkerson, whom you would assume is done for the day after going 8 strong innings.
8 innings, 5 hits, 1 run. It was earned. No walks, 5 strikeouts. He can be the winner, but cannot be the loser.
No, sir.
Connor Story will bat here in the 9th, as we are running out of daylight here. Maybe 1, maybe 2 innings of daylight left.
As the clouds start to peer over what once was the sun.
Yeah.
Of course, I guess that celestial body is still technically the sun. Just not from our perspective.
Well, it's chilled out here a little bit, that's for certain.
Yep.
As we get past the 6 o'clock hour.
WMIX Mount Vernon, a free service from Withers Broadcasting. Top 9, it's Story to lead things off. First pitch on the way, showed bunt, pulled back, but it's a strike. And nothing, and 1 to Connor with Derek Hayes and Blake Jones on deck here. In the top of the 9th inning, if you're just joining us, the Rams tied it up in the top of the 6th with a Thomas Weber home run. He was then intentionally walked. Now a fastball powered past Connor Story. Out for another inning of work. This is his 4th. Is Devin Rice, who actually, after giving up the home run, has settled down and pitched effectively.
The camera lens is a little darker.
Here comes fouled off. Ricochets back into the field of play. Remains 0-2 now for Connor Story.
Yeah. Again, another storyline to a Waterloo Mount Vernon baseball game. 9 innings.
No doubt. Here comes the pitch on the way from Rice. This is high. Going after it is Connor. Story's going to foul it off to stay alive.
He's going to get his swings in. Very aggressive.
He's going to get his money's worth out of this free baseball. Nothing into the count. Nobody on, nobody out, obviously. Story leads it off here in the top of the 9th inning, tied at 1. Here comes Rice's pitch. Hacked at and fouled. And a good at-bat by Connor Story.
I'm going to say O'Fallon won the softball game 1-0, is my guess. Unless there was a late comeback in that bottom of the inning.
I don't think there was.
I know there's a lot of hoot and hollering going on, but the bus has blocked our scoreboard view.
Oh, that's their bus. That's okay.
That's O'Fallon's bus.
I got you.
Yeah.
Nothing into the count to Story. He'll foul another one off.
Well, he has seen 6 pitches. He's hacking away in there.
Seen 6, fouled 5.
And pitcher or catcher will go out and say, what are we going to do here? You can't be wasting pitches on this guy. Catcher always knows more. They go out there and try to tell the pitcher what to do. Here, Bob Gibson, you told Tim McCarver, go back and catch. I'll take care of it.
Connor Story, nothing into the count. Leads things off the 9th, side at 1. This is going to be low for a strike. It's a called third strike, and just below the knees for the first out of the inning. Of course, if you're tired of big corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank is at home in Dix, Ina, Woodlawn, and Mount Vernon. Welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC. This will bring in Hayes, who promptly fouls off a fastball for 0-1. One pitch with different speeds. That would be Devin Rice. In his 4th inning of work, has not allowed a hit.
I did.
Oh, yeah, he did. That one. Forgot about that one.
That one landed out there on the other side of that orange fence.
Not a lot of hit
home run.
The home run.
Luckily, it wasn't a ground rule home run.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count to Hayes. Out of the windup here for Rice. Rice, of course, is senior. Next one is going to catch the inside corner. It's 0-2.
Well, Rice, he's one of the many pitchers that Waterloo has back. Reddick is probably their number 2. We won't see him today, maybe, unless this thing keeps going. But Mr. Rice has kind of etched himself into the starting spot the way he was pitching.
1-2 to Hayes. Has to get out in front of it. Ground ball. The third baseman cuts it off. Fires over to first in time. And 5-3 is your second out. And batters have been relegated into having the
Well, Waterloo, you can tell defensively, and they haven't had a game. You can tell they're getting used to game situations. And I think that's partial to their 4 errors. I don't think we've seen Waterloo in 3 years have 4 errors in all the games that we've done. So, I mean, you give that credit a little bit there, too. But 2 good programs are going at it here today in Monroe County.
First pitch to Jones is low for a ball, and it's 1-0. 2 outs, nobody on. Top 9, tied at 1. Next pitch on the 1-0. Across for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the 9th inning, 1-1 ball game. We'll have a bottom of the 9th regardless of what occurs here. Right now, 2 outs and the base is empty. As Rookman awaits on deck for his chance. Jones, the batter, takes a strike low below the knees.
Now that's becoming a darkness. You're into a darkness, upper time, cold air strike zone now. Umpiring's been very good. I wonder if this will be like the MLB in spring training after 9, we all go home.
Definitely. Consistency. That's all you've asked for. That's all that's been gotten. This will be a blooper off the bat at Jones in the left field. Nope. That'll retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Rams in the 9th. To the home half we go, tied at 1. This is Rams baseball from WMIX Sports.
People's National Bank makes purchasing a home easy. Hi, this is Joy Schrader, mortgage specialist from People's National Bank. Visit peoplesnationalbank.com to fill out an online application 24/7, and you will be on your way to owning your own home. If you have any questions, give me, Joy Schrader, a call at 241-6928.
People's National Bank, your home for home loans. Proudly serving Southern Illinois since 1909. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Loans subject to credit approval.
Don't just dream about a better job. Go get it with scores of programs that take 2 years, 1 year, or even just a few months to complete. Red Lake College is your gateway to a career you'll love. From nursing to coal mining, from computer programming to cosmetology, and everything in between. Rend Lake College is affordable, convenient, and ready to get you trained for your new job fast. Call us at 618-437-5321 or visit us at rlc.edu.
WMIX Sports is your home for the Mount Vernon Rams, powered by Community First Bank.
And we welcome you back, WMIX, WMIXsports.com. At the bottom of the ninth we go. The Rams and Bulldogs are all tied at 1. Your new pitcher is going to be the only Ram member on the staff with a victory. That is Tyler Morgan, who had an impressive performance last week against the Pinckneyville Panthers on Wednesday.
Bad thing for Mount Vernon. You get into an extra inning game here on Wednesday. Kind of like the first of 3 games in a Major League Series. You get some extra innings. You have to fill your bullpen early. Mount Vernon with game today, take tomorrow off, but then you have 3 on Friday and Saturday, 1 and 2. You don't want to get too far in that pen with so many games coming up, even though the weather does not look promising Thursday and Friday.
Well, of course, the Rams
tomorrow.
Scheduled to have tomorrow off. Decatur St. Teresa on Friday. Saturday, doubleheader at Mattoon. Monday at the Benton Rangers. Tuesday versus Effingham. Montini on Wednesday. Thursday, of course, at Alsop. And at Duquoin next Friday. Busy stretch for the Rams. First batter of the inning, get the first pitch fastball from Morgan. That's good sell, nothing to want. Campbell and Hebel to follow.
5-0? Oh, Mount Vernon lost JV 5-0.
That's not what we want to hear.
No.
One pitch gets away, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike.
We've made other groups walk back for losing games like that.
1-1 count, top of the ninth. Nobody on, nobody out, obviously. It's good sell gets started, followed by Campbell and Hebel, as we told you. Presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to personal banking, home of the one account. It's free checking and high yield interest. It's free baseball right now.
Yeah.
Fastball blown past on the 1-1 makes it 1-2. Tyler Morgan, who's looking for his 13th strikeout of the season.
I didn't think JV ever lost. Oh, there's a
2-2 in the dirt.
Quite a discussion over your right shoulder.
Oh, I know.
Oh, my. Probably get a third headset, maybe a fourth to get on this deal.
Now he brought 3, unfortunately. Have the capability for 4. 2-2 the count. Pitch on the way is going to be foul down the right field line, as we had to look up. Lost track of it over the old Fallon bus, and we'll do it again at 2-2.
About ready to take off the polarized lenses right now. They're kind of making things darker than what they appear.
Another instant classic. Yep, the Rams and the Bulldogs. Pitch on the way is going to be well out of our reach toward the softball diamond. Have fun with that, fellas. 2-2 again.
Of course, by the time the bus backs out, the scoreboard's been shut off. That's how it always works.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out for good sell. The first batter for Waterloo here in the inning. As this one is going to be foul. A line drive toward the bullpen, right field side.
Some people get hurt chasing foul balls across parking lots and streets.
Get run over.
Yeah. So Fallon bus leaving.
It's all fun until somebody.
Yeah. They'll head up Route 3 to 255 to back home.
Morgan out of the stretch. 2-2 the count for good sell. Pitch on the way is going to be right off the foot, I think. Now, Morgan into center field for a base hit.
I think Morgan was lucky to get his toe ties out of the way that time, to be real honest. That ball was laced back up the middle, and again, Waterloo with another runner on.
Now we'll bring in Austin Campbell with 1 on and nobody out here in the bottom of the ninth inning. 1-1 ball game. A run ends it. We head to the Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show. If not, if the Rams can keep this run from getting across the plate, we head to the 10th.
Now Vernon, they'll play corners in, first to hold, third is in on the grass. Middle infielders double play. Millwood way over, looking for the bunt. He's going to shade over to first.
Campbell shows bunt. Pops it up. Somebody out here in the stands might be able to make the grab. Nope. It'll be nothing to one. Pike is ready to hop the fence and go get it.
Pike, you have third and first charging. Pitcher coming at the batter as well. Shortstop covering second, second covering first. The bunt needs to be dropped. Well, probably what you got to do is get that bunt back towards the pitcher about quarter of the way. That way those infielders charging from the corners can't get to it quickly.
1-1 game, showing bunt Campbell. 0-1 is the count, runner on, nobody out.
That's a balk. Yep. Morgan stepped off the throw to first. The only problem, Jake was not there. Pike was charging in, and since he stepped off and faked the first and nobody was there, that's a balk. That's a mental error.
It's one of those you got to be cognizant of the situation. And Well, they're going to have a meeting and talk about it off the sideline.
Yeah. Both teams use this tactic. They will bring their runners in from all bases in order to get a discussion in.
Now an RBI chance at the bottom of the ninth. 0-1 is the count to Austin Campbell with Hugo on deck. And a 1-1 ball game.
Hey, look who's back here. Remember our main man?
Uh-huh. Nice.
Yeah. He took care of us last year.
Yes, he did.
We're still looking for somebody to take care of us.
We haven't had anybody
since
yet.
he retired.
Moved up.
Yeah. Oh, they're going to try this play. I'll tell you what, they almost had Goodsell. Speaking of Mount Vernon, it wasn't a good sell on Goodsell at second base. And Goodsell's having a big laugh now. Of course, with Millwood at second, they're talking. Nothing nasty. They're just laughing about the play because Goodsell flinched. He was ready to step off.
Well, they brought in extras to sell that time.
Yes, they did.
0-1 the count to Campbell. Runner on second. One out in the bottom of the ninth, tied at 1. Out of the stretch will come Tyler Morgan.
Ironic that was him on the base and not tried to sell that play.
Time called by Campbell, and what has become the longest at bat of the ball game to this point, not involving more than 2 strikes. 0-1 the count shows bunt. Going to drop it foul down the third base line. 0-2.
Nothing ticks me off than guys who want to stand in the box like they're going to swing back in the box and then try to bunt with the bat behind home plate. You have to scoot yourself up in the box, almost with your foot on the front line of the box, and make sure your bat's out in front of home plate, because his bat was behind home plate at that time and went foul down the third base line. Very simple things you got to do.
Community First Bank of the Heartland is the official voice of high school sports here on WMIX. Welcome back to personal banking. Locations from Alfred and Dix, Woodlawn, and Ina. This time they really do check on the runner. Nothing doing. Good still. Safely back in the second base. 0-2 is the count here on Austin Campbell. He's 1 for 3 today, doubled and scored back in the fourth. Represents the lone Waterloo run thus far. Could be the hero here. Be responsible for both runs in some capacity with a base hit. 0-2 coming. Held off to us. 0-2 again. Unbelievable.
Guys who can't get bunts down, they want to swing, drive me crazy too. Granite City beats Reed Custer 10-0 in 5. Of course, Reed Custer beat Waltonville in 85 in the Class A state tournament. Brian DuBois went on to the Orioles organization for a perfect game.
No balls, 2 strikes. A runner on second, nobody out. Bottom of the ninth. Pitch in route. Front-footed for a foul to stay alive, and it's 0-2.
That's a good pitch by Morgan. Campbell wasted that pitch because Morgan had him struck out. I don't know how he even got the bat on the ball.
A balk let the runner get to second after a leadoff single by Goodsell. Trying to hold them there in the bottom of the ninth, 9-1. If you're just joining us, you're on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. Give us a follow on Twitter. Here it comes. High. It's going to be a 1-2.
That's not a bad miss. 0-2 count. Got a guy that's knocking off pitches left and right. Throw one up in his eyes and see if he'll chase. I love that strategy there.
1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 on and nobody out. RBI chance for Austin Campbell. Morgan looks back. Tyler looking to come home with it. The senior fires. Swung a miss. Good stop by Weber. He'll fire on down to first base. Pike stays on the bag. Not something you want to have to do in that situation. Now the runner high in third base.
That's a good play by Weber. Made the stop. Knocked it down. Then looked the runner back at second. He kind of ran toward him a little bit, 3 or 4 steps. Then threw to the inside of the bag. Yelled inside to Pike. And they get the strikeout now with 1 out.
That's having your head in the game right there and knowing the situation. Bottom of the ninth inning, 1 on, 1 out. As this would be Tyler Hugo. He had an RBI double.
Got to be careful here if you're Morgan. This is the guy that can rope it somewhere and drive the baseball.
1 out. A runner on second. Bottom of the ninth, side at 1. First pitch fastball catches the inside corner for a strike. Good consistent strike zone today. That's all you can ask for.
These 2 guys on the crew have been excellent today. Quality umpiring.
You can complain, but it's not going to do any good. It's going to fall on deaf ears in this broadcast group. 1 on and 1 out. Bottom of the ninth. Pitch on the way from Morgan. Good stop by Weber. It's 1-1. That's in the dirt.
Scoreboard lights starting to be brighter. That's sitting in right field down behind the fence. As it gets a little darker, sun's going to go behind the next layer of clouds.
1 ball, 1 strike. What? Good sell. Dives back into Ryan Campbell.
Morgan should have thrown it there. Good sell. They had Campbell running in behind him. Third base coach yelled back. Goodsell dove into the bag, and Morgan stepped off. He should have thrown with him sitting on the bag. Goodsell was eating a bunch of dirt back there on that first dive.
1-1 the count here to Hebel. Game-winning runs on second base in the bottom of the ninth.
Off again. No sign given in to Weber. So Morgan will step off again. Good, Goodsell still trying to shake the cobwebs out after diving back in shoulder first.
Game is 2 hours and 2 minutes old here in the bottom of the ninth. A 1-1 tie. 1-1 pitch is on the way. Powers a fastball pass to swinging bat of Hebel. It's 1-2. You can get this out. This is a big out here.
You get out
any of them are big enough.
If you get out of the inning here with a single and a balk, and they can't get anybody past second, you've done something here. But this will be tough because you got Hebel here and O'Gwen next, who both have hits.
Tough task for the senior hurler, Tyler Morgan. Got the win against Pinckneyville with 5 strong innings. Out of the stretch here, 1-2 the count. Takes something off, but good stop by Weber, but the runner will get the third.
Yeah. Ball, Weber got down and got the pads on it, knocked it down, and just squirted to the right towards us here on the first base side. And they're checking for the swing. He did not swing. I didn't think he swung either. 2-2. Now, with a runner at third, 1 out, a whole lot of things can get a score here for Waterloo.
Well, I'll tell you what, no doubt about that. 2-2 the count, 1 out, bottom of the ninth inning. Go ahead, game-winning run, 90 feet away. Here at Waterloo, side of the 2012 regional, side of the 2014 Magnet regional. Not for the Rams. They'll host their own. 2-2 the count. 1 gone, tied at 1, bottom of the ninth. Here comes the pitch on the way. Just misses low for a full count.
Tad low. Can't complain because that's been the call most of the time in that area.
I find very little one can complain about today. Yep. Full count. Game-winning run on third. Bottom of the ninth. Side at 1. Popped up in the infield. Shouldn't be a problem for me to read Millwood. Into the grass, 2 away.
2 outs. Sean O'Gwen up 1 for 3. Had a single in the third. Grounded, bunted. Grounded out. I should sound a swinging bunt. 2-3. And then grounded third in the 7th. Everybody can play back defensively for Mount Vernon, knock it down, get the out, and head to the 10th. At least we think it'll be the 10th inning.
Could be.
I think you might be able to get one more in.
1-1 ball game, bottom of the ninth. 2 outs and a runner on third base for Sean O'Gwen. The pitcher, Tyler Morgan, gets sent out of the stretch. Eyes the runner at third. First pitch comes home on a fastball for a strike. That's just above the knees, right across the plate from our vantage point. And it's 0-1 to Sean O'Gwen. He singled his first time. Grounded out thereafter. Well, it was a great play by Weber. 0-1 in the dirt. Good stop by Webbs, and it's 1-1.
Morgan looks good. Throwing the ball again very well like he did last week. Got in and out here to get to the 10th.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Here comes the pitch from Morgan. This is going to be just low, 2-1.
You're wanting those pitches. You try to work psychology. That's a good pitch, throw it there again. Just kind of get somebody's head. Gamesmanship that isn't hardball.
2 balls and a strike, 2 outs, bottom 9. Tied at 1. Waterloo, the game-winning run at third base. Pitch on the way for O'Gwen. Swung on a miss, and it's 2-2.
He keeps it there. There's nothing O'Gwen can do with it. O'Gwen likes it up a little bit, being a right-hand hitter. Can't touch it with the swing he had right there.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The Rams a pitch away from getting out of the inning and sending it to the 10th. Here it comes from Morgan. Swung on and missed. We head to the 10th inning. This is Rams baseball from WMIX Sports.
I'm Andy Robb with a look at your next rad weather. Mostly sunny skies and mild this afternoon. High 49. Increasing clouds with showers late. Tonight's low 39. Cloudy and windy for tomorrow with showers and a thunderstorm. High 56. Friday, rain and a thunderstorm. High 58. And Saturday, clouds and sun. High 48. Next rad weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC.
WMIX Sports is your home for the Mount Vernon Rams, powered by Community First Bank.
Welcome you back, WMIX, WMIXsports.com. We head to the 10th. Tied at 1 here in Waterloo, the Mount Vernon Rams and the Bulldogs, of course. Don't know that we might see much past this inning.
Yeah, I think the sun, the clouds are out. There are no lights here at Waterloo. There's like a thin layer up top where we can see the sun. It has dropped behind the second layer more closer to the horizon. It's rather thick. So I would think that this might be the last inning. We shall see. I might be able to squeeze 2 out if necessary.
9-1 and 2 up. It all starts with Brooklyn facing right. Shows bunt, pulls back. It's inside. 1-0.
Mount Vernon has 2 hits in the game. One was the home run that tied it up while we're here in the 10th.
Both teams, however, have stranded 7 runners.
Not bad.
7 hits, though, for Waterloo. And that's going to be a strike inside corner. Evens count at 1-1. Of course, Fulkerson didn't walk a soul. So the Rams have not walked anybody today.
Waterloo's been living right. 4 errors today has not hurt them. No runs scored on the errors.
Now, foul back. It'll be 1-2. That was great back. Yeah. Our friend, not too bright, partner.
No, our friend is walking back to the lot. He might be on the move. Of course, it's too late after 9 innings.
Yeah, 1 ball, 2 strikes here in the 10th. Brooklyn gets it started. Front puts one. Oh, I don't want to be the one to say foul. Too loud. Pretty clairvoyant, but I don't want to be the one.
Well, you don't
have to be one time in Nashville.
Yeah. Wayne Harrywood took care of you. Wayner.
That's before Dixie Whitty was even the softball coach.
Oh, yeah. Well, Obbywood doesn't you.
No, in between. I cannot remember who it was. 1-2 coming.
Oh, I know who it was.
He went around. There's a strikeout.
Yep. Mr. Conkle was in there.
Thank you.
Yeah, he was the bridge gap between Neil Hammond and Mr. Whitty. Baseball history. Dave Veith, Chad Malabi. Baseball side.
1-1 ball game here in the 10th, and then steps Ryan Campbell. He is due today. The pitch on the way from Rice is going to be a strike on the inside corner for 0-1.
Good test for both teams. And you see, that's not good. Rice grabbed his elbow, then went back to the mound. That's something detecting there, I saw.
It took some velocity off. This is going to be raked into right field. However, a hop will keep it to a 1-out single for Ryan Campbell. But like I said, he was due, and he took advantage.
Didn't have the same zip. Rice didn't have the same pop on that pitch. And after the previous pitch, he kind of took his left. Now he's holding that elbow again. You see that? That would mean to me to get out there and check on him. Because, I mean, he takes his glove off and rubs that elbow. And I don't know if he's rubbing it because something hurt him or if he's rubbing it because he needs something dry out there. He's not going to sweat too much on a day like today, I tell him.
South the 10th, a runner on, 1 out for the Rams side at 1. It's Reed Billwood. He'll take a high fastball for a strike.
That's right. That's right. Charlie Heck was the coach who married a Conkle. I do remember that now. Josh is volleyball coach.
That's right.
I'll tell you who told us that one.
Do I want to know?
Yes.
Bo Daddy? Oh,
no.
In the turn.
No.
1-1.
The Expressway.
Oh, nice.
Mr. Cruiser listening in. Don't know where he's listening at. Well, if he's on the territory premises or
if it's Expressway.
Yeah.
Remember that time we got caught up in an accident on Route 3? He's like, well, why didn't you just take the back way in?
Right.
So we took the back way today.
Right. We listened to him 2 years. Took a while.
Yeah, it did. 1-1. It could be a ground ball to third. They're not going to play second. May have waited too long. It's Billwood. What's called out? Billwood beat it out, I'm afraid.
Thought he beat it out? Base umpire said no. Third baseman got caught in between. That's another case of you have to know what you're going to do with the baseball before you get it. And you could tell that Hoffman did not think that way and kind of startled and studied a little bit, and he looked at second, and then he threw to first. Lucky on the call. That might be a 10-inning, it's getting dark, let's get going here call.
Top of the 10th inning, tied at 1. Pike stands in, the left-handed bat with a runner in scoring position, and 2 outs. Campbell on second. Here comes Pike. He'll wait on it, low for a ball. He was plunked his last time. Hit him in what they call the rear end, I believe.
Yeah.
I scratched my nose. That hurts. 1-0 the count. Rice, the pitcher, in his 5th inning of work, taking over for Nunnery. Pike's going to hit a ground ball, second base side, charging his shot, fires over to first in time. Ooh, first baseman came off the bag before he had to throw too.
Yeah.
We head to the bottom of the 10th, tied at 1. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
People's National Bank makes purchasing a home easy. Hi, this is Joy Schrader, mortgage specialist from People's National Bank. Visit peoplesnationalbank.com to fill out an online application 24/7, and you will be on your way to owning your own home. If you have any questions, give me, Joy Schrader, a call at 241-6928.
People's National Bank, your home for home loans. Proudly serving Southern Illinois since 1909. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Loans subject to credit approval.
Don't just dream about a better job. Go get it with scores of programs that take 2 years, 1 year, or even just a few months to complete. Rend Lake College is your gateway to a career you'll love. From nursing to coal mining, from computer programming to cosmetology, and everything in between. Rend Lake College is affordable, convenient, and ready to get you trained for your new job fast. Call us at 618-437-5321 or visit us at rlc.edu.
WMIX Sports is your home for the Mount Vernon Rams, powered by Community First Bank.
And we're looking back, WMIX, WMIXsports.com. We're in the home half of the 10th, tied at 1. The Rams stranded a runner there in their half of the 10th. They've now stranded 8 on the day with 1 run, 3 hits. However, defensively, nothing in the air call. The new Ram pitcher will be Thomas Morgan, taking over for him Thomas Weber, pardon me. The catcher is Aaron Morgan. You tell it's been 9.5 innings.
Yep. 9.5 innings. I would venture to guess. I got to take my glasses down.
I did too.
I think you get maybe one more in.
Well, now that we take our shades off.
Well, yeah, I would say you get one more in, not counting this one. I just wonder how long both coaches want this inning to go. I think you get another inning in the way it looks. If I was golfing, you get another 4 or 5 in. Glasses off. That makes a difference.
Yeah, it does.
Hey, brightened up out here.
First pitch to Degner is a strike. It's 9-1-2 for the Bulldogs. Tied at 1 here in the bottom half of the 10th inning. Degner, a lefty. Pinch hit back in the 7th has remained as in this particular capacity. Swings through a fastball from Weber, 0-2.
Tim Holloway going to his 3rd pitcher of the day. Morgan goes 1, gives up a hit, strikes out 2. Everything else was 0.
0-2. Fastball high. Swung on a miss, maybe a foul tip there, and that's the first strikeout for Weber. And how do you like the odds? If he can get out of this inning, he would be the first batter of the 11th.
Degner that time could have stood on a 5-gallon bucket and never could touch that ball. He swung at one that was over the backstop. Just kidding. Was high out of the zone over his head.
So an illegal.
A what?
Illegal pitch being called on Thomas Weber.
Yeah. The left foot is in front of the rubber, he's saying. Weber has his right foot on the rubber, and they're saying his left foot is in front of the rubber. There is a hybrid pitch, so they call it an illegal pitch. I've never seen that. Tim Holloway out to discuss with the first base umpire. He wants clarification, basically to find out why, and then, of course, to tell Tommy Weber, hey, we need to do it this certain way. And there's not much argument. It seems more of a discussion of, are you okay, so what do we need to do next time kind of thing. So it's an illegal pitch. It's a ball 1. The discussion's still going on down to our right. Yeah, there you go. That's one of those where I think the first base umpire did an outstanding job of explaining what is right and what is wrong. He's doing it again.
Not as much
as I can see his foot's not on.
1-0 coming. This is going to get away now that everybody's distracted.
Yeah, that will bother a pitcher more than anything. If you, as an opposing team, say, hey, take your batting glove out or put your batting glove down or you can't do this, or an umpire says something, There's a considerable hole in front of the rubber, too, right now.
2 balls, no strikes, making a 1-2-1 count to Ryan Aycock, who is 1 for 4 today. His 5th at-bat has a 2-1 count here in the bottom of the 10th inning. Now I'm distracted, tied at 1. Fished it toward the right side of the infield. Millwood calls on Pike to make the grab, and that'll be the second out of the 10th inning.
Well, as we look out, we can actually see now. We took the glasses off, but the rubber, there's nothing left in front of the rubber as far as being right next to it. Whoever gets to rake that mound and pound that dirt, it'll be there a while. But there's nothing in front of it. And now Thomas, it's been a 10-inning game. He's got the right foot against the rubber and left foot off a little bit.
Fastball is the first pitch seen by Johnny Albers in his 5th plate appearance. It is 0-1. Rams have not walked a batter today for Waterloo, so they've all been at bats. This one on the way is going to be a ground ball. Campbell will play it. Fires across the diamond inside. And you're not going to believe